Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass friends get together and we love to play Dungeons and Dragons! Devin's forgotten how to Dungeon and Dragon. It's a tragedy.
Diapers and dragons.
Diapers and douchebags, that's right. I'm gonna go through it's been a minute since we played. It's been a little over 2 weeks, so we're gonna go through a little bit of a lengthy recap. I'll do my best to keep this as brief as possible. After defeating Bane's armies and working to ease the aftermath of the destruction wrought, the Lords of Nightstone returned back to their city by means of Bergen's word of recall. As they exited the Church of Helm, they found the townsfolk gathered around the Nightstone, smiling up at the luminous floating stone that was bathing the town in its red, blue, and yellow light. Donovan welcomed the Lords home, thanking them for completing the prophecy and allowing the stone to be properly utilized. As Pandora fired off an arrow to try to interrupt Donovan, her arrow revealed a sphere of protective energy around him. And a few choice NPCs, Marak, Helena, Daphne, and Inwis, in his close proximity. Donovan told you to play nice, or that he would mutilate the citizens beyond the possibility for healing, even for the greatest healer in Faerun. As a demonstration, he reached out and placed his hand upon the runes for Fate's Nightmarish. And with a pulse of dark energy, Marak was effectively turned inside out, still screaming in agony and alive the whole while. Donovan began to read the prophecy in the native languages, and upon saying 6 Jotun lords wither and perish, doomed to succumb to Fate's Nightmarish, the stone's energy coursed through the earth, bringing back each of the Jotun lords as a form of undead. Throughout the combat, Davos, an incredible whir of blades, took down the petrified Kyolithica. The Wraith Sansuri was eradicated by an excellent shooting mace from Bergen. Pandora struck down Orlecto the Oni, literally blasting him back into the Nine Hells. And Chief Gud, the giant skeleton, was felled by Arcanox's blade and anchor as he soared across the battlefield. He also felled Duke Zalto the Torrid, the flaming skeleton, as well as Jarl Storvold, the bog zombie, racking up 3 kills in that encounter. As the party fought against the giants, Donovan continued his incantation, and when the party attempted to stop him, he eliminated the citizens of Nightstone in retaliation. Inwis and Daphne were both gruesomely slain. Helena was grievously wounded and in critical condition when she finally snapped out of her enchantment and let loose a blood-curdling cry. Davos raced to Helena's side and dimension-doored her to the apothecary, where she promptly downed a potion and told Davos that Donovan had them place 5 dragon eggs across the city, including one within the apothecary itself, which Davos swiftly smashed. Before any more eggs could be discovered, however, Donovan reached, "Shall new vessels be provided to make them anew," causing chromatic static to leap from the stone to the eggs, causing them to grow at an exponentially accelerated rate. The freshly hatched wormlings matured into young dragons within seconds, and young Malazan the Red blasted Davos with a burst of flame, and the Dawnbringer fell. But, mere seconds later, Helena was at his side with a superior healing potion, saving him in turn. As the ritual progressed, Donovan created 3 black stone archways across the city, which soon erupted in flames as Bane Darkwind, Azazel, and Amerigo all emerged, each of them with their own armies of demons, lost souls, and slavers. As the armies poured through the gateways, Gulbrand had a realization that while the Uthgard had used Jotun and Draconic artifacts to protect the realm, it was not because of the inherent magic within those types of items. It was the fact that the Uthgard had felled these foes that were so much larger than them, and possibly going up against impossible odds, and claimed this world as a world of men. Gulbrand then came to realize that because they were Uthgard artifacts, by rights of conquest, that they could seal the rifts to realms beyond. And gripping his axe tightly, the Starkeeper struck down Azazel's gate, stopping the flow of demons and devils into Nightstone. As the dragons erupted in size and stood as ancients, as the dead flooded the city from the gates of hell. In Nightstone's darkest hour, the black skies filled with lightning as a bolt struck the earth. Emerging from the bolt was none other than Safine, who was swiftly followed by 7 other strikes that brought many of their strongest allies to the forefront. Tabitha and Sarah immediately sent out a wave of radiant energy to mend your wounds, while Gideon, Tally, Valkyr, and Rua slashed their way through the Hellspawn. As the new forces looked up at the ancient dragons, hope seemed extinguished, but with Galvin and Pandora's pleas for help, the amethyst stones all around the city began to tear through the earth, and the city itself began to rise from the riverbed, floating above the city as these gems revealed the new the new vessel of the Amethyst Dragon from the fragment that not a corpse yet. From the fragment that Pandora had planted there months ago. Upon the dragon arising and the city taking to the skies, the emerald dragon Verdi-Zelen burst from the Ardeep forest, rising with the city as it ascended winglessly. Saphine, with a sly granite tally, began to swell in size as well as her skin shifted to crystal, and she revealed herself to be the sapphire dragon Zafuhiri. With a roar heard only in all of your minds, stones began to form an archway behind her, which filled with blue flames, and your armies from Secumber began to course through them and meet the forces of Bane, Azazel, and Amerigo head-on. The 3 gemstone dragons, alongside the flying misfortune Felgalus, rose against the ancient chromatic dragons as the skies erupted in searing flames, acrid acids, and fogs of poisonous mist. Valapiandra, the amethyst dragon, laid into the already injured black dragon Umbrasil, and used her gravitational powers to bombard the dragon with amethyst stones until the black dragon was pulverized. As Donovan continued the ritual, declaring an era of death to last for ages, a wave of necrotic energy assailed all those around the Nightstone, inflicting a heavy blow. A couple of reminders. Davos did persuade me to give everyone a point of inspiration, which most of you still have. I know at least Davos used his, but I think the rest of you might still have it, including Bergen, Devin. Amerigo is also concentrating on Bane, which is currently afflicting Gulbrand and Arcanox, resulting in a minus D4 to attacks and saving throws. Donovan is within his Globe of Invulnerability, which he is concentrating on, preventing weaker spells from outside of it to penetrate. Vikora currently has Crown of Stars up, with 5 or 6 motes left, I'm not entirely sure. And Bergen's Shield is actually currently lying on the battlefield, meaning he has a -2 to his AC. And with that, my dudes, I think we're ready to get back started. Any reminders, things I forgot, snide remarks?
Covered it.
Fuck Donovan.
Yeah, fuck Donovan.
Fuck Donovan!
Heads up, in about an hour, I will have to go mobile to pick up the other kid from a birthday party.
I gotcha. No biggie.
But I'll be on the way back.
It's okay. I'll only kill Davos if you're here. And if you're not here, he'll just be brutally... I'll just kill everyone he loves. I think your mom and sister are still inside the city, too. So, there's some options I've got. With that...
My mother out of this.
Alright, sister it is. You made your choices. I'll be sure to tell her. With that, my dudes, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're picking up an initiative. At the top of initiative, Donovan recited this next part, creating a... well, now I'm trying to find the line, and I can't. Bringing with them an era of death for ages, as this necrotic pulse radiated out, doing 10d6 necrotic damage to you guys. We are also, as the 3 demon lords are assessing the situation, you hear Bane cry out, "We can't let him destroy the gates! Amerigo, I need your assistance!" And the dragons are fighting all around you. Old Gnawbone is currently entangled with Felgalus, and Felgalus is an adult dragon, not an ancient. He is outsized and outmatched in this regard. As they are entangled and crashing across Nightstone, Old Gnawbone exudes this enormous plume of green smoke. And Pandora, I need you to roll a d20 for me. This is for Felgalus's Constitution save. He gets to add a +11 to it. And a 14 will pass. This burst of poisonous gas washes over Felgalus, and you see that he is struggling, but he is still alive. With that, we're going to start at the top of the round with you, Pandora.
Yeah. Okay, so, there's nobody in my immediate area, right? I'm not going to...
Only allies.
Yeah, okay. I was just wanting to make sure. I'm like, damn, who was I fucking up last time? I think Amerigo is who I was fucking up last time.
Fuck 'em all up.
Good, but my boy Felgalus over here.
I will tell you guys that because the dragons are sort of occupied with themselves, that will not do too much sway. You could attack the Old Gnawbone, but with a creature with several hundred hit points, it would be difficult to counterbalance what Felgalus is up against.
It really wouldn't. I wouldn't be helping him by shooting over there then. Alright, let's see, I'm trying to think, did I sneak? I can't remember, it says 22 on my thing.
I think you were hiding in the wheat fields, but Amerigo ignited them
Lit
last
it on
round.
fire, right? So I'm gonna, can I like parkour? No, hold on. I'm trying to think of the best course of action to get out of these fucking fields. I guess I can jump back into the house. I guess.
You do you, boo.
That's what I've been doing. Been doing that ye old popping out the window, I guess.
Okay.
Assuming the farmhouse has windows.
Yeah, it's got a couple of not even any glass in them. You're good.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Okay, well, I'm gonna pop in here and I'm gonna try and take out Amerigo, I guess, since he's my immediate threat. Let's see.
Fantastic. Fire off, motherfucker. 27. That do hits.
That do
You're not
hit,
currently stealth, so it does do the 11.
but I will be stealth.
You will
30.
with a 31. Oh, Pandora fades into the shadows of the farmhouse once more. As we round to Davos. What do you got, dog?
This status with my back on fire. Is that me on fire still?
I was trying to... Is that what that is? Because if so, you take 5 points of fire damage. I couldn't figure that out, but it may have been because it happened early on in the fight.
That's the only thing I could think of, unless that means prone, which I don't believe I was knocked prone.
I don't think you were either. I think you're still on fire.
Even though Zalto's been...
Drop, roll.
Yeah, because just because he dies doesn't mean what he set on fire is put out. You feel me?
Is that an action to put out a fire?
Technically it is, yes. Unless you could think of
Okay.
a creative solution for doing so.
Tell him to stop, drop, and roll, baby.
What is that going to be? Half my movement speed?
Stop, drop.
If I would've-
I'll
If I
allow
stop,
it.
drop,
Yeah.
and roll
But they got us to
Towards-
steal, okay?
Donovan.
I'll tell you what. Since it's technically an action to do that, I will allow you to stop, drop, and roll using your movement, but you'll have to make a dex check. Not a very high dex check, but you'll have to make it to see if you actually extinguish the flames effectively.
Okay, but I would take the fire damage at the start
At
of my
the start,
turn anyway.
regardless. Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's a D6, or I remember being
just
about
5
5 damage. Just 5.
Yeah, I think it's a D10, but we just run with the average to make it easier.
All right, 5 damage done.
You got any water on you?
Yeah, don't roll too far from
And if I leave Azazel's range, opportunity attack,
Yes, sir.
even if I like stopping and dropping and rolling, like,
Technically, he would get advantage because then you're prone. So you know.
all right, you're right.
Wow.
Oh man.
take
I
your,
don't like
take your
this.
pick.
All right,
Can you blip
okay.
over?
Is your lay on hands? Is that an action or a bonus action?
Action.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I
Got
would
an
allow that
idea.
to work
My
as
bad.
well, but
It does remove
Alright.
a condition.
And I
So-
think. All right, let me.
ignited
pull this
is not a
up.
condition, although it probably should be.
And to equip my shield will be an action.
Um,
I think it is an action.
I
to
think
doff.
it
to doff,
normally is an action, but I would allow it to be a bonus action.
Because he's
Alright.
so merciful before he kills us.
I
Gotta give you all a
cannot
chance.
handle an opportunity attack. So I'm gonna hit Azazel.
Okay.
Blade Knight Erembor. Here's swing 1.
I'm not
That
seeing a. Oh, there we go. 29. Excellent. Yeah, that's well out of the reach of him blocking it.
All right. So I will use my Divine Smite as well.
Pop
Let's
it,
see how
dude.
many slots I have. I'm thinking only 1 4th level left. I'll do 3rd level, so that's what, 3d8 plus the 1 extra d8 from Blade Knight of Erembor, 4d8, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity, which allows me to do Inspiring Smite, which is a
Oh,
heal
God.
after I use a smite. So I'm
Do
gonna
it,
do the
dude.
4d8 for damage, is here. Here's
Plus
the
the damage of your actual weapon. Yeah.
There's
11
that.
plus 14 is 25.
And then I get a 2d8 plus 3 of healing. Oh, that sucks.
But you're in double digits again, and sometimes that's all that matters. Actually, at the end of your turn, Azazel is going to take a react.
Wait, I got another attack.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Attack. Alright. We'll keep this one more simple. Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah, boy! Alright!
Oh shit!
Damn it, I should have saved the, Well,
Smite.
could I
Can you not smite again?
Technically,
It's
you
not
can.
a bonus action.
You
Okay,
can
then
smite
I'm
any
gonna
number
do
of
it.
times in a round, which is really stupid, but...
Because
Like,
it burns
judgment.
spell slots. It doesn't have an action economy. Like,
Right.
Well,
Alright,
yeah,
here's
but
another-
it's still kind of... Like, once per
No,
round,
I
I can
agree.
get, but, like...
no, I agree. It's
Alright,
sweet.
so let's look at all this. Okay, so, I don't know why it popped those in chat twice, the same value. So 16, we're gonna double the dice on that. Oh, it did that for us. So 6 plus 16 is 22, 33 points of damage.
Does the smite double? Or
Yeah.
Technically it does, yeah, for another fantastic
11.
a solid
44.
chunk into Azazel, who is immediately at the end of your turn going to use his legendary action. He's going to hit you with a life drain. First, he's going to roll the hit. You have your shield, or you didn't do that? No.
I did
Did
not.
not?
I'm at a 21.
He gets to add a plus 10 to this.
Oh,
A 19,
God, I'm dead.
so a 29. I need you to make a con save for me.
Oh god.
29
You
just
could-
beat.
You could survive. You could survive this.
And I'm dead.
Oh! You take 20 points of necrotic damage as your life force is pulsed into Azazel, and he regains some of the damage that you just did back to him. He's worse off than he was at the start of your turn, but so are you.
I am down.
You know,
As
Davos,
Davos-
you should have just left when he said he wasn't going to kill you if you weren't here.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought about it.
Azazel looks down at you and he goes, "Look," and you're at this point. He is. You feel like you're the very water that is being pulled from your body. You feel as your skin grows thinner and taut, and you're sort of choking. And Azazel leans in and goes, "Lucky for you, you're not my primary concern." And with that, he's actually flies over to Bergen, and he's gonna pop him.
No.
He's gonna go with an attack with his bone tail first. That's not very high. 17? That does not hit a Bergen.
That meets because his shield is gone at 17.
Wait 1 second. I think is 19 his highest.
Yeah. That's what it says on
I
his
thought
sheet.
he was in the 20s. No, you're right. So 17 does make it.
It was
So
too.
he does. You watch as Azazel's blade comes, his bladed barbed bone tail slashes forward and cuts into Bergen. I also need him to make a Constitution save. Oh no! Oh, what a rough start! He takes 26 points of damage as the bone blade does its initial damage and the extra poison damage seeps into Bergen. And that's just his first hit.
Bergen is down.
Bergen is down. Oh, interesting. With Bergen down, Azazel, again, she struck him through with the tail, smiles viciously. And as he pulls the tail out and Bergen's body falls, he makes another strike toward Bergen, aiming specifically for his hand.
So I
That's a
got a question,
23.
Joey, real quick. Is that
Yeah.
field on fire? Does he get any fire damage from that?
He's
Jumping
immune
into
to
it?
fire. The field itself isn't a flame. It's more of just the initial burst of flame, sort of death, like
Okay, fair,
incinerated the wheat. So it's not currently on fire, but there is no wheat remaining. But good looking out. As his tail slashes into Bergen's hand, I'm actually only going to give him one death save for this. My reason being is that he wasn't going for a vital strike. He was looking to sever Bergen's ring finger. And with a 37 to hit, he certainly does that. He reaches down and grips onto, he pulls the finger up, the ring of winter glowing, and he takes it and grins wickedly and like, This will buy me back my place in my realm. And he slides it onto his finger as the Ring of Winter begins to glow this bright, vibrant blue light. With that, we're actually going to Bane. Bane Darkwind, standing between...
Didn't Bergen take some damage when he did that? Put the ring on? Or was it?
So, when it was pulled off, it was. But... Like, if you try to forcibly remove it, there is, like, a burst of cold damage. I will tell you that Azazel is not really affected by that cold damage, because he's the son of the Winter Queen. If you want, I can have that burst hit, you know, Bergen, Pandora, and Ark, but we'll...
I was kind of making sure I remembered. Okay.
No, I gotcha. And with that, as we go to Bane, who's standing between Goldbrand and Donovan, and she's going to do a couple of things. With her first strike... She's going to do a grappling strike. So she rolls the hit, which she gets to add a good bit to this. Plus 13. An 18. Does that hit a Goldbrand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to take 12, which is already halved. So 12 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a strength check for me.
Check. No save.
Save. I'm sorry, you're correct. No, this is a grapple check, which is just athletics, yeah?
Oh. Real athletics then. Gross. Inspiration!
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get it over with, because I'm gonna forget about it.
That 13? Or 21, much better.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Oh, come on, you piece of shit.
Don't think I really want to be chained to her. I think I got places to be, things to do.
People to kill, people to throw axes at, you know.
People
right.
figure out how to get up.
Yeah, you're in a bit of a tough spot with this. It's not letting me pull up her fucking thing. Okay, that's fine. I can check her athletics real quick. Okay, she's gonna be at 21. That's gonna be a little hard. She gets to add a 12 to this, so you're pretty much right at above a 10 or below a 10. She rolled the 12, so you got a 24 total. She grips onto you, and you are grappled. That's just her first strike, by the way. She's going to use... Hang on, that does use a battle maneuver. And she's going to use her second one.
I'm not grappled to her. She's grappled to me.
You think so? And she's also going to do another goading... Oh, no, she'll save her die. She'll just make another swing. 32, excuse me. Take another 12 points of slashing damage as Bane tears into you. And we go to Bergen. So roll a death save for me, Devin Green.
Oh my god.
His second fail.
That is his second fail, indeed. So he has one more chance before he is...
I was gonna say, he can't use his inspiration on that, can he?
I'll allow it, yeah.
You'll have to mark it off because I can't.
That's okay.
Because I think that would be a good use of inspiration at this point.
Barbara's right. Barbara's right. She has one pass, one fail.
Is Goldbrand allowed to use wheel on these? I'll look it up while we keep going.
It's a reaction when an ally makes a... Is it a check or a save, or does it specify? Okay. While you were doing that, we're going to round to Arcanox. Ark, you see Azazel rush over and take down Bergen. You see Davos down. What do you do?
Alright, well, since I just saw Azazel take down Davos and Bergen, I am gonna swing Dredge at him with my more attack.
Get him.
Bam. Go ahead and see if he can make it hit.
Oh, actually. Oh, no, even if he does it, it won't be enough, will it?
Like, don't you... Oh, actually, Scott.
Okay.
Actually, you're lucky. It's a +3 for his parry ability, so you're just one above what you needed to be. All right, so go ahead and roll damage for that.
Bam. Go ahead and roll him a dex save for me if you don't mind.
Yes, sirree. Let me check Azazel's stats. He's pretty good with dex.
I'll see if he can beat us.
Well, he got a nat 20. I'm gonna put this. Alright, so he does pass, he does take the 14 points of damage. Was that dex to try to swing him?
That was for the the first grapple restraint.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay, so you have 2 more attacks, I think?
Like, get him.
Oh,
There.
boy. Here we go, stabbing again.
2 more times. Wait, can I swing
One
with
more.
my range attack again, or do I have to move closer to him?
With your ranged attack, you're fine. If you want to hit him with Douse, your melee weapon, you will have to move a little closer.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna hit him twice more with Dredge then. Oh, bam. Ah.
So the 18 would meet. Oh, but now I have to decide if he wants to save his reaction or not. Oh, that's actually a tough call.
Good.
You've got him kind of in a tough spot.
Good.
No, I think he's gonna take it. Roll damage for that.
Damn right he's gonna take it. Because he's a
Oh,
bitch.
Fucking Andrew Tate posted on his goddamn motherfucking...
Another 14. Hell yeah.
Excellent. And DC 16 strength save. Strength he's not as good at in. So let me...
Oh,
Sorry, I had different pages for the... Oh boy, okay. I had different pages for the demons, the dragons, and the demons, dragons, and the Jotuns, and because of that, I got to do a little bit of jumping. For strength save, he does not have proficiency in that. He got a 12. He is grappled.
oh yeah.
I think those 3 attacks are your actions. You technically do still have a bonus action.
Mm. See here. Well, part of Dredge's Mort ability is while I have him grappled, I can attack him with Douse, regardless of how far away he is.
That is correct.
So I might hit him with that, and then I think that'll be it.
Pop him. You watch
Give him
as
the big stabby stab.
I'm doing
As,
it twice, but I do have advantage on it.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess. I don't like that.
As Arcanox rushes up, the chain wrapped around his arm, he flings his anchor, and Azazel tries to swing out of the way, but does get nailed once and then gets grappled with the other one. And you watch as his sword douse on the opposite arm. The chilling waters that bleed from it rush up his arm, over his shoulders, and surge their way up the chain, blasting him with a bit of extra damage. Unfortunately, the 13 and the 16 do not make contact. Even though he is... bombarded by it, he seems to be not too phased by the bit of cold damage that's rushing toward him. As Arcanox ends his turn, I've had Azazel do his. Bane actually is going to focus on you, Goldbrand. I need you to make a con save.
Don't wanna.
Ooh. Oh, that passes, I think. Let me double check. For Bane, her DC be... Where is it? A DC 17. Yeah, you do pass. You watch as she grips that gauntlet. That gauntlet you sent on her corpse with the priest. And as this purplish black lightning dances off of it and surges out to you, it actually comes into contact with your obsidian plate and reflects away from you harmlessly. With that, we go to Amergo. Who actually rushes forward. Oh, Azazel's there. Everyone else is in range. Okay. Actually, from this position, he's going to cast a spell. He's going to cast Thunderstep. So I need Ark and Pandora to make a Constitution save for me.
Stupid.
Beautiful.
Very. That is a fail and a pass, respectively. Pandora, you take 14 points. Arcanox, you take 7 points of thunder damage as he booms his way up here and lands next to... he's actually going to choose to land on this side of Goldbrand's, trying to pin you down. That is his action. For his bonus, that doesn't necessarily apply. Oh... Well, yeah, he can, actually, because, okay, yeah. So he, his right hand ignited with that light as he teleported over there with that thunder step. and now his left hand is glowing as a small spirit emerges up on his shoulder. I'm gonna roll. Let me confirm what check this do be. Where are you popping up? You're popping up here.
So because of the thunder step, we don't technically get opportunity attack, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I
This
figured
does
that. Was
do- You watch as, in fact, he's going to cast it on Azazel. You watch as this purplish imp lands on Azazel's shoulder and surges through a little bit of extra healing into him. I'm going to put a little thing up that he has a buddy on his shoulder. That is Amirgo's turn. At the end of it, they've already used both of their legendary actions. Okay, so he can't do it at the end of his own turn. Devin, go ahead.
He didn't hit me with any damage or anything.
He did not, no.
That sucks. I was gonna pull him, but no. Alright. Alright, well, I don't know if Goldbrand's very happy or very angry that they just came to him, and so now he just gets to wail on them. Maybe.
Oh, and I forgot this. You and Ark are both baned, by the way, so minus D4s to when you guys attack or make saving throws.
Oh shit.
God.
What you got, Devin?
Man, if I leave, they're gonna hit me. Man. Okay.
I will remind you,
I'm-
both of your healers.
I'm actually gonna. Yeah, no, I'm gonna fix that. That's gonna suck. It's okay. Goldbrand's gonna use his action to cast. Next time I'm gonna try to fix that. Healing Spirit.
Okay, on who?
Bergen. Davos. Davos goes
Davos
first.
does move first. Yeah, good boy. All right.
Think about that.
I'm trying to think. Does that?
Did it not put it in chat? Sorry. I pressed cast, but it's being done.
well,
Come on, use a spell slot. Sorry. You can take that first roll if you want. I was trying to make it use a spell slot.
No, you're
And
good.
it's per turn.
So that does pop. That does pop this turn as well. Yes. So
Yes.
go ahead and roll. Are you casting it just at the second level?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the base level, second level.
Okay.
We put it in
So,
VVT. So
what is your?
I wanna-
it's a
I
little
wanna-
bear. I think is what we.
But yeah, I need to back up. Goldbrand wants to leave their range first before
You
he
are
ends his
grappled?
rage. Oh! Oh, this is a bonus action. That's good. Well, I will try to break the grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and
It's
make an
fine.
athletics check.
It's fine. It's not fun. I'm
It's not
raging.
fun.
I'm raging, so I get advantage anyway. Yes.
Oh, don't
Yes.
do that.
Hold on. I'll triple check that, but I'm almost positive.
I'm pretty
I
sure
should
you're
have got
right.
advantage
yeah.
last turn.
She unfortunately does not pass. You do manage to break out of her grapple.
Okay. Then Goldbrand's going to move 5, 10. That's close enough to get either one of them. Yeah, he's going to move right here next to Davos and cast the spell. Drop his rage and cast the spell.
As this starlight that's sort of lingering around Goldbrand convalesces into this ursine shape, it actually stands above Davos, and Davos, you feel this surge of radiant energy as you are picked up. You're still on the ground prone, but you do have 4 hit points, so you're not dead yet. Anything else, Sir Goldbrand?
That was my bonus action. That was my action to break the thing. I don't think so. I'm still Bane.
You are indeed. And
Bane.
Amergo's actually going to use his legendary action for the round. And he's going to go with, I think... Oh, that's tempting. I think he's going to go with an Earthen Grasp, but just let me double check this. Alright, I need you to make a strength save for me.
Gross.
But that does fail. You are restrained, and you take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. So you're not raging anymore, is that? Or you are?
Yeah, I'm not.
Wait, you did get... Didn't Bane hit you?
What do you mean, didn't Bane hit me?
Bane hit you earlier this round, so you took damage within the last round to keep.
I had to drop the rage to use that spell. It's a concentration spell.
Oh, I see. I got you now. Okay. Well, you do take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as this large earthen fist rises from the ground and clutches around you. You even see that the fist has little bands of rings made of stone. With that, my dude, you're good there. With that, that's the end of Goldbrain's round. We go to Vikura. What you got, Josh?
I think bonus action, I'm gonna launch a moat at Azazel.
Okay, go ahead.
I have to figure out what to roll this sucker.
So I'm like, let's all just dogpile Azazel in this corner here.
That meets. Go right ahead. Roll some damage. Fantastic! Ouch! He's gonna feel that in the morning.
Radiant damage.
You watch as doesn't do extra, unfortunately. Devils are weird. All right, as Vikura has these stars that are pretty much swirling around him, he throws up a head, and one of them crashes into Azazel, who's standing over Bergen's corpse, and blasts him with this radiant light. Azazel turns and snarls at you. Your action. And I'm actually sorry. I've got to double check. I thought that Crown of Stars, it was an action to throw those.
It's a bonus action after you cast it. So it's an action to cast it, and after that it's a bonus action to expend the motes.
Can you drop it into chat?
Yeah.
I thought it was the opposite. A bonus action to send one of the motes streaking towards him. Okay, so you're all clear. Action then.
Cool. Action, I'm gonna move right here. And I'm gonna cast Globe of Invulnerability.
As you start to do that, Azazel, still sneering at you, reaches out his hand and snaps. That is a 5th level spell?
6th.
A 6th? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me check what he gets to add to his spellcasting modifier. He's going to have to make a check on this. He could choose to upcast it, but he doesn't know what spell you're casting. His spellcasting is based off of Charisma. He gets to add a +9. He has to beat a 16, so he has to roll a 7 or higher. You lucky dog! Oh, I love it. All right, go ahead and get your globe of invulnerability up. That's his reaction for the round.
15-foot radius, right?
I think it's 10 foot.
It's 10-foot sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Make mine.
I think there's a thing on your token. Is that what you're using?
The aura?
Token? The aura?
Wouldn't that be a
Actually,
20-foot sphere? If it's
Well-
a 10-foot radius?
When it says that in measurements, it's different for each item. I think that for spheres and circles, it always gives you the radius.
Well, on the range at the top of what he put in chat, it says 10-foot sphere, but in the description it says a 10-foot radius around you.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Which
what
is what
Donovan
he's-
has.
Yeah,
that's
which
what
is
I
what
was
he's
wondering.
got. Put like 14 in that box instead of 10, and it'll space it out a little better. Because the squares are a little fucky in this. Centered on the point, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Alright, my dude, that's your action and your bonus action. So we go to the top of the round. At the very top of the round, you hear Donovan again crying out, "Sacrifices to be made! A payment thus swore!" As the stone begins to glow this deep red, and it's like the light is just blinding as it sears out of it. You know that this is the next to last line of this stone. Something very soon is going to unfold, and you don't want to be here when it happens. With that, we also have the dragons fighting around. Zaphahiri and Emerith are bitterly entangled. The blue dragon versus the sapphire, blasting lightning and repelling with psionic blasts. I need, let's say, Devin, roll a d20 for me. Roll above a 10.
Above a 10, I don't know. I've been rolling like shit all night.
God,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm trying to get my A
I
mouse
think
over
that's why he asked you to roll it.
there.
Yeah.
Excellent. Emerith opens her jaws and blasts on this enormous cone of lightning. But as this happens, Zapuhiri puts up a radiant dome around her, and the lightning blasts back. And as the lightning sputters out, Zapuhiri thrusts all this force, blasting Emerith and knocking her partially out of the sky as Zapuhiri leaps over the city's edge, pursuing her. Excellent. That's both of your dragon rolls for this round have done well. With that, we go to the top of the initiative order. Pandora, you see Bergen down. You see Davos barely hanging on. What do you do?
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Except take some revenge and shoot out of this window at Azazel, I guess.
Do it.
And I want to, let me make sure. Yeah, I've still got charges on my bow. We're going to roll a piss poor. We're going to use an inspiration. We're going to ignore that.
Okay.
That doesn't exist. But
A 19 just meets an Azazel. That's pretty good. And you are hidden. I will give him the chance to roll. His perception's not super high. Yeah, he would have. What are you at, a 31?
Yeah.
He would have to get a 20 to spot you. So I'll roll it real quick. 5% chance.
Murder him.
Long
Murder him.
Good night.
Yeah.
You're good? So what's your damage on that, Boo? 40 altogether.
Oh.
Oh, actually, it's the top of a new round. Devin, refresh my memory. Reactions renew on your turn, is that correct? So he can't, never mind.
It is.
So
You get one per reaction per round.
Fantastic. Pandora, you blast into him and deal a healthy chunk of damage. Oh, I forget he has the ring now, too. What else do you do, dear?
I go back into my hidey hole.
Perfect. As we round to Davos, what do you do, sir? You've got half your movement to stand up.
I'm going to lay on hands myself.
I'll even be a gentleman and say that you do not have, that the fire was put out when you were knocked onto the ground.
If it didn't, I would just ask that you let the fire damage happen after my lay on hands.
I'll be a gentleman and take it away completely. You're good.
Alright, so lay on
Goldbrain came over and
hands.
stomped on you for a second, you know?
I do not doubt that. Alright, let me get that.
He didn't even know you were on fire. He was just like, get up, holy man, hurry!
Alright, so that puts me there. Get rid of this on fire emoji. Alright,
Bonus
so that was my action. My bonus action.
Oh, you get a heal for that. You get a 1d6 for that because you started your turn. And my little healing spirit.
I thought it was when you start your turn, or is it when they start their turn in the range?
It's when they start their turn in it. I think you got to be
Oh,
standing in it.
in that case, Azazel would have also gotten a little pop the last bit. I'll do the same 6.
Hopefully he rolled a 1.
Why would have Zazel got stuff?
Because he has the healing spirit on him.
And
Zazel
how
does.
many heals do I get? I get 2
Azazel
total.
does, yeah. Amergo cast it, but he put it on Azazel.
Oh, the little
Because-
imp thing.
Yeah,
That's
because Amergo's almost full. He doesn't really need it.
I got you. Okay.
How many more heals do I get, Devin? How many more rounds?
Oh, looks like I just rolled it. Oh,
It's
it's
like
10
9
rounds.
rounds.
concentration.
It's a good
Yeah.
bet, yeah. You've got more.
Oh, alright, bonus action. I'm going to healing word Bergie Boy.
Yeah, pick him up.
Plus,
So I can tear him back down.
Right. I
you
don't
reset
want
those
to
death
use...
saving throws. That's all that matters.
Right. I guess, yeah, then I won't use a higher level spell. slot.
Yo-yo combat. Welcome to 5e.
Yo-yo
Alright.
combat, you right though.
I'm gonna do it at
I need,
first
like,
level
an-
1.
I need an anime that's like Beyblade, but with yo-yos.
Sweet.
That's all I need in my life.
It's a
Alright,
plus 4
look.
to that, so Bergen gets 8 HP.
8 HP to a Bergie boy. Devin, if you'll take care of that for me, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
As you end your turn,
And I'll
Amerigo.
stand up.
No, fuck that. On the ground where you belong, trash. I think that
My shield's still at my feet.
Goldbrand, I'm gonna need you to make another con save for me.
No fucksies. Gross.
That is a fail. Do you have anything to boost it or re-roll it?
I could wheel it, but it probably wouldn't be enough.
I will tell you.
Does the globe of invulnerability help?
No, because this isn't a spell. Well, that's a fair point. Let me think. It's a magical artifact. A magical effect, I imagine, would be blocked by it. Interesting.
Is it? But does it cast a spell? Is that what it does?
No, it's not a spell in itself. It's a unique ability that the gauntlet of Bane has.
I see.
The Bane Fist. I should probably give its proper name. In that case, I think she's actually going to say, oh yes. Instead, she's gonna command all of her allies to make an attack. Unfortunately, that means nothing for Bane and Amerigo. That does allow Azazel to get a strike on Bergen. He gets to add a +10 to this. I'll roll it in chat. Bergen's AC is currently 17. Which is
Yeah, but he doesn't have to make a death save.
So he can do this while grappled, right?
Hold on.
Yes, yeah, because he's within
Yeah.
range.
Okay,
His tail has reached too.
Disadvantage?
Because he's grapple doesn't impose disadvantage. Wait, he's restrained though too, isn't he? Which I think fight.
Grappled and restrained. Yeah.
Devin restrained? Disadvantage?
It's either he may not be
It's
able to
fucky,
attack
I
at
know.
all, but I think
He can
then what is
attack.
grapple? You can't move.
it actually may be that they get an advantage on him, and it doesn't actually impose disadvantage. But I'm almost there. I don't remember which.
I'm trying to bring it up now.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck
I'm
grappled
here.
and restrained for being
Alright,
almost the same.
0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Attack. It does have disadvantage. Has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
But it doesn't have disadvantage on its attack.
It does.
Oh,
Things
so
that
it has
attack
disadvantage on both?
things that
I
attack
see.
it have advantage.
Have advantage and the creature's attack rolls. So I'll roll again. Again, he gets a +10, so if he rolls a 7 or higher.
Come on, 6.
Oh,
Wow.
Shield! No, yes you can! Bergen is conscious. A shield saves Bergen's life. Mark off a first level spell, because I don't know if we've done his free ones.
Heard.
But
I've used at
he
least
is
one of the free ones.
With that, we go to Azazel's turn. He's going to do a couple of things. First, he's going to see this battlefield situation. He's at 24 hit points.
Good for him. Logged it out. A whole 24 hit points.
Oh, just wait, buddy. Bergen's going to get an opportunity attack.
Don't say that. Just wait, buddy.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but I gotta ask. Does that globe of invulnerability stop the Nightstone from getting activated?
No, unfortunately not. It is the source of its own magic. So if it is in the sphere, it's still producing it in the sphere. If it's outside of the sphere and it sends off a blast of attack, it won't hurt you guys. But right now, it's in the sphere with you.
It was worth a shot.
I should ask questions about this before I cast it.
Just be happy you can move it with you. I'm going to check this. Check what level spell it is. Globe of Invulnerability is 5th or lower. Is that correct? 5th or lower is canceled?
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure a Nightstone nuclear bomb is above 5th level.
It's like a 17th level spell.
Right.
Well, I'm not even asking about that. You watch as this frosty energy begins to convalesce around his hand as the Ring of Winter is returned to a member of the bloodline it was crafted for. As he is magically already attuned to this, you watch as the veins in his arms begin to glow this light blue. And as he thrusts out his arm, he's going to upcast a cone of cold at 6th level to where it pierces your thing.
Pause
I need...
before you
Yeah.
proceed. So the
Counter
spells,
spell?
No, the spell's description does specifically say that you cannot upcast over the spell's level to counter the globe of vulnerability. Just so you know.
I think it's you can't upcast the glow. Pop it in chat again for me. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
Can't affect creatures or objects within it.
No, that's fair.
Wow.
Well, it's that any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can affect objects within it, even if the spell is cast at a higher level. Alright. Congratulations, you three are safe.
Yes.
I need Bergen, Pandora, and Ark to all make Constitution saves?
No.
My house
I
doesn't
saved half
keep
of
my-
me. It's the best I can do. I'm not a healer.
I'm surprised
That
you
is a
got
fail.
half of us.
Shit.
Ark passes.
Lucky point.
But this is a lucky point. Go ahead.
Nope. Shit.
Unlucky point. With that. Oh boy. All right, hang on. As this burst of cold energy fires out at you guys, Pandora and Bergen both take 40 points of cold damage. Argonox, you resist that to a degree and only take 20 points of cold damage, as this enormous blast of frozen energy is covers the battlefield, leaving a perfect, actually forming around the dome a bit, leaving a sort of icy shade there, an icy shell. With that,
Is
No,
that
Joey.
instant death for Bergen?
No, Joey. Does that count as an attack? It's magic, but it's an attack.
it's a magical attack, yeah.
Right? So I can use my uncanny dodge as a reaction, right?
Drop it in chat. Uncanny dodge. I'm trying to think it doesn't work against saves when they hit you with an attack. So that is not a... That's when you have to roll to hit. So if he were firing something at you like a projectile, that would be a to hit. For saves, you have evasion for dexterity saves, but I don't think you have anything else for the other saves.
No.
What does that mean? Half damage, even if you fail, or
For evasion, for yes.
Evasion.
If you have it, if you pass your dex save, you take no damage. If you fail it, you only take half instead of the full amount. And I do realize now he actually would have had to move out of the restrained, so I'm going to give him a quick strength check. He doesn't get to add a lot to these. What's the DC? He only gets a plus. He gets a +7. I think it's What's your DC for that grapple, Ben?
16 strength.
16? Okay, so he has to roll a 9 or higher.
Yes.
He does escape and is able to pull back. With that, it is the start of his turn. And with that, we're going to go to Bane. Bane is actually going to make her way into the Globe of Invulnerability. Oh. You're concentrating on that, V?
Yes.
For now? She rushes in and she's going to go with a couple of swings at you. She thinks she's going to use one of her things. This one's going to be... Let's make this a... This will be a precision attack. Oh, actually no. She's just going to make 2 regular attacks. A 23 and a 30. So I need you to take 48 points of slashing damage. And I also need you to make 2 constitution saves. You have to beat a 12 on each one. Pass. One more.
No.
Rolling that one. Second one. Unbelievable.
As your globe...
Wait. Can I use my inspiration on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. You just gotta beat a 2.
No, save it. No. Oh.
Too
Bless.
late. All right. As your globe does maintain, you do take that chunk of 48 points of damage. Did you already mark that off?
I'm doing it now.
Okay. She is actually going to go ahead and do her action surge to make 2 more strikes on you.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm actually debating. She's in the circle now, but she's already used her first attack, so now. Alright, so she's actually going to go... Well, she has a new action, though. Juicy. she's going to go with a goading attack on Goldbrand. A 13 plus 13, so that's 26 to hit. Goldbrand, you take 29, actually, points of slashing damage, and you have disadvantage on anybody but her. Her other attack, I think she's going to fling at V. A 12 plus 13 is a 25. You take 24 more points of damage and have to make a third Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh, I got my concept too.
Dicks.
What do I have to beat on that?
A 12 meets the damage. Well, no, because... Oh, no, she didn't up damage on yours. She up damage on Goldbrand. So, Goldbrand, yours fails. V, yours passes. Excellent. As Thane ends her
Sorry,
turn...
Devils.
That's frustrating. The globe being a punk. Give me 1 second. Oh. Davos, you did not pick up your shield, is that correct?
Correct.
Azazel having a little trouble dealing with the chains on Ark. Ark, he reaches out his hand, and the chains of Dredge begin to glow red hot. I need you to make a Constitution save. And you know what? I'll even allow with advantage because you have fire resistance.
Not that you
Oh,
needed
okay,
it.
no. Fantastic. You do take a little bit of fire damage. You take, with your half, you'd only take 5 points of fire damage as he tries to heat up your anchor, but you do not resist. So, the way that's working is, the item is heated up. You do not drop it because you pass the save. But at the start of each of your turns, you're going to have to make another con save to keep holding on to it. You will still have advantage, but it is still active, so to speak. He is technically concentrating on that. As we round to Bergine Stonespire. Make a fresh death save for me, my dude.
No.
I gotta head out. I'll be on mobile shortly.
Go right ahead, my dude. We'll see you in a minute. With that, we round to Arcanox. Ark, you feel this chain grow red hot. What do you do?
Drag Bergen.
Yeah, if that's the case,
I actually want to. Am I allowed to do that? Like, I want to shout to him, if you have the
Y'all
strength, drag Bergen into this globe.
You can communicate in battle, yeah.
Okay. Because I was telling him, like, I can't move. Somebody needs to pick him up and get him in here.
that is
And
a
then you're
good point.
closer to smacking Azazel, so it's win-win all around.
Right. Alright, well, if that's the case, I'm going to fly over to Bergen.
Alright, so that's 10 feet. That's 10 feet to move to him, and then every square moving him counts as 2.
Yeah, this is 2, huh?
You just gotta get him in that little corner.
Actually, yeah, if that's the case, I'm just going to move him into the
You
order.
just toss him.
Yeah, just toss him,
Gimli,
yeah.
Lord of the Rings style.
You know what? Sure, you can toss him. He'll take a bit of fall damage. We'll say that moving him into that square would have costed 20 movement total, so you still have whatever else you have left. I think you have 40 movement speed, I think.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to move over here and get into it myself. And I'm going to send this red hot chain back at Azazel.
Get him. Swing, motherfucker.
Fuck you, dog.
A 15 misses, but you have 2 more swings.
No,
Get him,
fuck
get him,
it.
get him. Yeah, get him.
The 25 hits, and his parry would not be able to go ahead and roll damage for that.
Get him.
13 points of damage, and he's going to have to make another strength save. So again, he has to beat a 9. And he fails. Once again, grappled. You have your bonus action.
Actually, if my bonus action, I'm going to hit him with Douse then.
Go ahead and pop him.
Yes.
A 20. With the 20, he's going to use his reaction. He's going to use his reaction to parry, giving him a +3 to his AC, so he actually withstands that.
Boom.
Ah, bah. Okay.
Bah, bah. Indeed.
Damn.
All right. With that, we go to Amerigo. who is likewise going to make his way into this globe. Let's see, Davos is low, Goldbrand is low, V is low. Interesting. You're not raging, Goldbrand, is that correct?
Yeah.
Devin nods forlornly. With that, I think he's going to go with a couple of swings on you, my dude. That's a 13, which does not hit a Goldbrand. That's a 27, which does hit a Goldbrand. I need you to take 18 points of damage as he sucker punches you in the gut, and all of those rings act as brass knuckles, and you feel as you're... again, this dude's hands are probably that big a fucking round. Very surly. I mean, surly as a dwarf, but even larger scale. With that, we are going to round to Goldbrand.
Punch him back.
Oh boy, hold on, sorry, I have to fix my... I keep tracking the health of my character sheet, not my token. So y'all can't see.
How dire everything is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not great.
I think Arg's the only one with HP right now.
You're right, though.
We are not doing good.
Yeah, both your healers are in pretty rough shape.
Bergen's still down, right?
Yeah. And I can pick him up again. I can use that same spell to just get him up.
You can move it to him without casting it again.
I lost it.
Right now it's on. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's gonna have like resurrection whiplash.
You're right, though.
That was the yo-yo joke earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
you're also restrained from that big hand, yeah? Because that was cast before the globe went up.
Who's concentrating on
Did
that?
it? I didn't think it got me. Is that what hit me hard enough?
It did get you.
To knock my concentration? Okay. I see. But that's just
I'd
disadvantage.
say
I can't move then. I'm just gonna cast that spell because it's one of the only things I can do.
Bergie boy?
Yeah.
Alright, well go ahead and roll new damage for us. New healing. Negative 32, he says.
Yeah, let me make this cast right. I think it did at that time. One heal. He's at 1 hit point.
Oh, God. I hate everything about this.
For how long?
That's a really good question.
Fantastic.
I can't break this as a grapple, or like I can't break this as an action or anything.
You can make a check. I believe it's an athletics check against her spell save DC. Or this
Took
is
my
America,
bonus
excuse me.
action, so I can't rage. So
21, that's pretty good. Let me see what he gets to add to this. He gets to add a +8, so he has to roll a 13 or higher. Unfortunately, the fist grips you tight. That is your action and your bonus action, my friend, so you are currently pinned. At the end of your turn, however, Amerigo is going to use his legendary action. I'm very tempted just to drop a fireball in the middle of this. But that is not practical for him, even if it would kill 3 of you. Oh, Joey is sorely tempted.
Kill yourself, brother.
Wait, yeah, that's just bad storytelling.
You can
Let's
kill
say,
all of us, probably.
Who's calling it?
Devin.
No, you couldn't kill Ark.
Devin, Wheeler, whoa.
Whoa.
It is well. Okay. So in that case, he will not use his legendary action to do that. Instead, he's going to go for a punch at Goldbrand.
Everybody punching
Let's add a 10 to this. Oh, only a 15! You lucky sumbitch! You rolled real low. Excellent. With that, we go to Vikura's turn. Vikura, you are feeling... Oh,
Can I use my reaction to tell kinetic reprisal to knock him?
It depends on if it hits or not.
Oh,
Let's see.
don't think so. Whenever you take damage.
Bleh.
You did not take damage from that particular thing. You did technically take damage on his turn, but that was a couple of turns ago, so I would feel a little fucky about allowing it. Alright, with that, Vikura.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? You only get opportunity attacks if you... Oh, shit. Okay, one sec. Let me think about this. I know what I'm gonna do. Let me sling a moat. I'm gonna do it at Amerigo.
Go right ahead, my dude.
Jesus Christ.
Also, okay, that's unfortunate. That does miss, of course. Before you proceed, Arc did hit. I'm seeing now that that's a roll to hit and not roll for damage. 1 second. He did a little more than I thought. Oh no, because he used it. Never mind, he didn't take damage from it. I forgot he used his reaction. Sorry. Go ahead.
And then as my actual action, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to cast Rhyme's Binding Ice.
Ooh,
and
okay, on who?
The general direction of. I don't know if I can hit both of them. I want to cast it like sort of towards the Nightstone in a way where I'm hoping to catch both of them.
It's a cone? Is that right?
Yes.
So the way cones work, it's one square in front of you, and then it broadens out from that point. So I don't think you could feasibly get both of them without moving. And if you move, then it gets a little fucky.
I think I'm gonna throw it at Bane. Whatever. I think she probably has the higher con.
I will tell you this: you could move, like, if you move diagonal here, you don't take opportunity attacks because you don't leave a range, and then you could get both of them.
Right. And that
but
was
then
my
you're moving certain people out of the globe when you do that.
Which makes me very nervous because I don't want to do that.
As it should.
Joey trying to coax you out of the globe.
I don't.
Well, the globe goes with him. I'm trying to get everybody else out the globe.
But the problem, it doesn't matter if I go down. I just don't know. You know what? Actually, I'm going to call an audible here. I'm not going to cast that. I'm going to cast Rolithim's Psychic Lance, and I'm going to cast it at Bane as a 4th level spell.
Okay, solid. Roll it.
That's a lot of ones on my board.
That's never fun to see. Intelligence save.
Oh, and I forgot to say, hold on. I am going to use one of my meta magic features to make this a heightened spell. I'm going to burn 3 sorcery points to give her disadvantage on the save.
Okay. So I'll tell you, her intelligence is pretty shit.
But I want to make sure.
Oh damn!
She is going to use an indomitable point to try to roll again. And it doesn't help!
Beautiful.
Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, so she does take all 20 of that, and she's stunned. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I think she's incapacitated until my next turn. Let me check. I'm just going to display it here for, the clarity of everything. Incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So 1 full round on lock. Alright, you good there? Or did you already throw the moat?
Yeah, I already threw the moat. I missed, so I think that's all I can do.
Okay. With that, as they've all used their legendary action, so they can't do that. As we go to the top of the round, Donovan cries out, "To end all the bloodshed by ceaseless war." And you watch as the runes on the stone are glowing this searing red, burning intensely from within the very core of the Nightstone. And the light that spills out from the runes is projected across your city, where these runes are actually being seared into the walls of the structures, the stones of your courtyard. Donovan actually is rising from the earth as one particular rune is hitting him square in the chest, centered on his torso perfectly, begins to sear its way through his very armor, as it blackens into the draconic rune for Vessel onto his skin. Donovan's body is arched back, his eyes glowing this brilliant violet color, chromatic static dancing off of his form and arcing back and forth between him and the stone. His voice thunders in Draconic, but as he speaks, you hear 2 other voices speaking with him. One reciting in a coarse, raspy voice that causes the hairs on your neck to rise on end. And with an unsettling tremor, Davos and Bergen, you both recall hearing this voice when you were sucked into the sarcophagus within Deadstone Cleft, when you spoke to the shade of a giant lord long since past. The other voice hisses in Infernal, a low, gravelly voice with a bite in its tone, and Bergen would recognize this as a voice from his dreams long ago, when he saw Zatari consumed by an entity of smoke and fire. The three overlapping voices in their native tongues are speaking in this discordant rhythm. As they speak, the runes ignite across the stone and shift from their searing red to a deep crimson. As you hear the three voices speak in unison, words that are on the stone, but in a much different order. A riddled sacrifice, subverting ancient dragon's soul. He is risen up as he is speaking this. It seems that he has completed the initial part of the ritual and is about to have some fuckery going on. With that in mind, the dragons all about you are still clashing. Birdie Zelen, the emerald dragon, and Malazan, the red, are both bitterly entangled. Burst of flames and force just blasting off of them. I need, let's say, Josh, roll a d20 for me. If you are still local. I'm going to take that as he's AFK.
Sorry, I just popped out. I'll roll it real quick.
No, you're good.
Oh!
A 20! Fantastic! With that, the Emerald Dragon, as this burst of flame comes to him, actually slams his way through it and crashes into Birdie Zelen. The miles of this Emerald's tail coiling around the Red Dragon and trying to pin him down. With that, we're going to go to Pandora. You see, Bergen is down. Goldbrand is very much wounded, as is V and Davos. The only person who seems to be, as are you, the only person who seems to be doing all right is Ark. Everyone else seems to be in critical condition. What do you do?
Yeah, my job is damage sponge.
Yeah.
You have to take the damage to be a damage sponge.
I'm saying, like, I don't want to take another.
Everybody's scared to hit Art.
It'll happen, don't worry.
Eventually.
What you got, homie?
We are gonna be shooting, I guess, my shot at Azazel because I'd like to, kill him.
Go right ahead.
I don't want to pop a charge, I guess.
1 in 10. A 16 does not hit. Do you have a lucky point?
No, I'm out of everything.
Do you have inspiration?
I used my inspiration.
As the arrow flies by Azazel, he grins wickedly at you. Pandora, once again, you hear a slight sob as she fades into the shadows of the farmhouse. With that, we go to Davos, who does not have the spirit, so you don't gain any hit points. But what do you do, my dude?
I don't have my sheet available. So Bergen's down?
Bergen is still down, yes, sir. I can pull up your sheet if you need us to...
Bergen has 1 hit point.
Oh, I'm sorry, you are right. He is... I can't even see it, but yeah, it's there!
It's there.
I think I have a 4th level slot available. What is that? Cure Wounds, where I can do more than one person?
Mass Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds is...
I think Mass Cure Wounds is a 5th level spell, though. I don't know if he has that.
Okay. I don't have any slots available. I do have it.
I see. Let me pull it up. My computer's internet is so slow.
Cure Wounds is the only... I'm glad, because mine have been slow all week. That's never been an issue. I don't know what's going on. Weird.
Cure Wounds is just one person.
Yeah, it is just one
Yes,
person.
indeed. I'm looking...
You have a...
Yeah, you've got 1 4th level slot.
You can cast Healing Word at that level, but it's obviously not as effective.
Well, it's also a ranged spell and a bonus action. If you do Cure Wounds, it's a touch spell and it's an action.
I can't Healing Word more than one person, though, either, right?
No, sir.
Donovan is floating?
Donovan is currently risen up, his back arched, his eyes glowing purple, as he seems to be speaking in unison with the 2 other entities that helped craft this stone.
Keep in mind he's also in the globe, so you can't, I know you're mostly a physical fighter, but you can't, smack him with something outside of it.
Right. That's what I was thinking of running up to get him.
I would say because you're not here, I think if you did that, Amirga might be able to smack at you.
Technically, he could get to Donovan without leaving Amerigo's range, so he would not get an opportunity attack. That said, they do have legendary actions and stuff that can be just as annoying, if not
Sorry,
worse.
I'm trying to be your voice guide while you're away.
I appreciate it. Oh man, I'm debating, do I try to stop the ritual or just heal us for a little bit longer just to...
We know that
Go ahead,
Donovan
do
seems
that.
to have a metric ton of hit points.
Right, so I don't think
He
I'd
does,
be able to kill him.
he does have a good bit of them. However, he's not quite bloodied, but he's close to half.
Right. I was mostly trying to break his concentration. That way
Let's see.
everyone could hit him. So if I get 2 hits on him, that's 2 con saves he's got to roll.
Yeah, I
Go
will.
I don't have much more spell slots, really, anyway.
In the past,
And I
by the way,
can't-
his con is stupid. So
Oh yeah, that's
Most,
right.
yeah,
Plus 14.
pretty dumb.
Alright.
Goldman tried for most of last session. We could all just try to pile him before he gets too high in the sky.
You know what?
I-
That's what I'm
I
gonna
like
do.
that
I'm
idea.
gonna go hit Donovan.
Okay. Davos skirts his way around Amerigo, put himself up by Donovan. You're going with 2 swings?
Yeah, Blade Knight, Aaron Boar.
I got you, homie.
Come on, 18, 19, or 20.
Both
Nope.
hits. Hang on, one of those might be...
One
Oh
is
no,
an
it's a
18.
16. Oh, the other one is an 18! So that's a crit for you, isn't it?
Yes, and I was gonna say I want to use that 4th level spell slot for the Divine Smite.
Yeah.
You got it, dog.
wreck it.
In 1 second.
Rip it.
So I think that's 68.
Davos plays it
Divine-
really good away from computer.
Yeah!
I'm actually
okay,
like
so
almost home too.
I'm going to do the first swing, which is just the normal roll, so that's just an 11. And then the second swing is the one with all the crazy fuck ton. You said 48?
68. At a 4th, my last 4th level
I
spell
see.
slot.
68. And that's going to get doubled, plus the damage. That's 25 doubled to 50. 34, 84 points.
Yes.
You guys
Finish it,
watch.
Bull.
Well,
Fuck you.
you guys watch as Davos critically wounded himself, bleeding profusely. Amerigo and Bane standing before him, titans in their own right. And as Davos slings around the side, he comes up with a Blade Knight Erenbor, and with a radiant burst, smacks into Donovan. Donovan, who is arched up like this, the radiant energy actually seems to be joining and fighting against the chromatic static that's going across his form. And you guys watch as Donovan looks down with fury. His globe of invulnerability around him begins to crumble. Give me 1 second to take that off. As his globe of invulnerability falls around, you see his skin begin to crack, and beneath his pale white flesh, you see a dark black ichor begin to ooze out from it. He begins to grin, and as he grins, his smile goes much, much wider than it should be able to. As you have shattered his hidden form, you, in the process, reveal the beast within as he grows immensely tall, and the cracked skin begins to darken and blacken. It looks like if it's rotting before it shifts into these black scales, and he arises as an ancient black dragon in his own right, towering above the city of Nightstone, wounded from the battle at hand, but very much not on death's door. You strike down the human to come face to face with the gargantuan creature that was lurking within it. You technically have a bonus action.
Bonus
Yeah.
action, shit my pants.
But
That's
while
a free
free
action,
action.
my dude.
That's a free
while this
action.
is happening, I think V's gonna slap Goldbrand on the back and be like, "I can't believe I tried to talk him out of that."
I will equip my shield. You said bonus action for that?
Immediately hides behind shield. You do also, I will tell you this, as this draconic form is revealed, it has taken damage. All the damage that you guys have inflicted has been carrying over onto this form, because this is a particular feature called a shape change. It's not a true polymorph. That's why he's been able to retain his crazy strong stats. As he is currently towering above you and you equip your shield, we round to Azazel, who's actually going to use, I want him to use a legendary action, but I kind of want him to hold on to it. Okay. At the start of his turn, he's going to get a bit from that Dark Spirit, which is really the only thing keeping him alive at this point. He's going to try to break out of, actually, yeah, he'll use his action to try to bust out of that. He rolled in that 1, but he is going to use a legendary resistance to choose to pass anyway. He is no longer grappled as he bursts from your chains, Arcanox, and he actually rushes up on you. I need you to make a con save, which is probably a shitty thing to do, because your con's probably great, but he needs the hits. 22, that does
22?
pass. You do take 10 points of necrotic damage as this dark energy tries to take hold but does not fully root. With that, he's also going to use... No, we'll save that one. Yeah. As he ends his turn, Bane Darkwind is going to choose to take one of her legendary actions.
She
she's
is
gonna go in.
incapacitated.
She
Oh,
is
you're right. Thank
incapacitated.
you.
And
In
so
that case,
V looks at Bane and he's like, huh.
yeah, fucking cuck. With that, instead, Amergo is going to use a legendary action. Oh, he just saw Davos run up ahead. I think he's going to try for a swing on Davos. A 19 plus 10. Davos, I need you to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as this huge iron-ringed fist just slams into your back. You put up the shield in front of you, and are sucker punched in the back of the head. As we go to Bergie Boy.
Oh god.
Is that 18?
Save us,
Yes.
Daddy.
Yeah, thank god he's up. Thank god we had that rest, because I've been saving his really high level spell slots. So he's going to cast a 6th level Mass Cure Wounds.
Fantastic. You can get everybody with that. Everyone takes 40 points of healing as Bergen stands up and decides enough is a fucking enough and gets y'all out of the red.
That's the best
Oh! Actually,
Bergen gets an amount back.
Azazel-
I'm out of the yellow
no.
now.
no, Azazel just went and has his reaction. He's going to try to counterspell that.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He-
He is in the globe.
Bergen is
I mean-
in the globe.
Technically, him and Azazel are both partially in the globe.
Oh, if you count Azazel in it, it's up to you, man.
Well, technically, Azazel
I got
shouldn't
him in
be.
the globe,
He's more
man.
than 2 squares away.
Exactly.
All right, I'll allow it. No, you're good.
This is why the
That
healers
globe
are
coming in clutch.
in the globe.
Did everyone get that plus 40?
I wanted it.
Fantastic. Devin?
I needed it.
Say Goldbrand. Well, no, it's still Bergen's
Oh,
turn, but
Steve.
you haven't added the
Bergen's turn.
40 to yourself, so I just want to make sure you do.
I just did it, sorry. I do it on my
Okay,
character
you're good.
sheet. Keep forgetting.
I gotcha.
Yikes. So he does have a bonus action, doesn't he?
You do?
Okay. I wasn't really expecting that. I just wanted to make everyone not be dying.
No, yeah. He can use
I
a
can
bonus
throw-
action
I can-
mace.
Yeah, I'm gonna Mace Azazel.
Mace Azazel. Pop him.
Jeez.
Get him.
13 does not hit an Azazel, unfortunately. As we round
Goldbrand
to
wants to use wheel just cause I really want him to die.
Sure.
That's all I want.
You've got to wheel a good bit. Yeah, that's unfortunately not enough. Arcanauts, as you head to your turn, those chains are still searing hot. Roll a Constitution save with advantage for me.
Okay.
With you. Nat 20. Excellent. I'll say with that, you even snap off the you sever his connection to it to where they're no longer heated. He loses his concentration on that. Go ahead, dude. What do you do?
In response, I'm hitting him, obviously.
Get him.
Bam, bam.
He will use his reaction to parry. Roll 2 more attacks.
Damn.
Art said no, bitch. Roll both hits for damage.
Fuck him up. Fuck you, Azazel.
Gonna die, baby.
19. Ooh, okay. Give me 1 second. He is still alive, but barely. Let me roll his dex saves. That's an 18 plus his bullshit, so that's good. Next one. That's a 2, but he's going to use his second legendary resistance to eat that. You do technically still have your bonus action.
Hit him again.
Well, as my bonus action, I'm gonna hit a surprise left.
Art comes up, swing, 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 and then pops him with the left hand. Douse does hit. Roll damage. How do you want to do this, my dude?
Alright. Actually, pretty much how it went, yeah. I hit him.
Art comes in with this first swing, and Azazel's Bone Tail parries it and knocks the anchor aside. But still using the momentum, Art just redirects it and slams into him from the other side. And as he stands up to try to get turn to face the Dragonborn again, Arcanox takes his sand sword and actually cuts through the bone wings of Azazel, where he falls to the ground. And he is effectively down. As he goes down, he looks up at you and he goes, "You think this will stop me? Y'all have killed me, what, 3 other times before this? I'm coming back whether you like it or not.
And then I'll kill you again, you bastard."
If I wanted any comeback, I would have wiped it off your mother's
Off
lip.
your mom's chin! One of my favorite comebacks. As we round to Amergo, I actually think I'm going to take... Bane is incapacitated. Yeah, I think I'll have to. Amergo. He's regretting not doing it earlier. But he's going to pop a fireball in this circle. I need everybody in the circle to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Including Amergo and Bane. He gets a plus 8. 12, so that's a 20 total. He gets... Oh, it's technically only a 20-foot radius, so if he puts it there...
Can I counterspell that?
1, 2, 3, 4. You certainly could.
I mean, I only have 4th level slots left, so I'd have to upcast it, but I think I don't want to get
That's okay. No, yeah. If you choose to counterspell it, that will expend your spell slot, and the fireball fizzles out before it leaves his hand. It's almost as if this ignition that happens in his hand, V sees that and goes, no, and shifts it, and it turns to water and just like drips between his fingers.
And as I draw it close, I look at Goldbrand and say, "Your turn. Finish this guy."
Excellent. With that, we do go to Goldbrand. What you got, dog?
Gladly's. Goldbrand will rage. Now he's got a little bit of health to work with as a bonus action, and then he will go a swinging on Amergo with the scythe, because I'm going to use my last thing.
Ooh, both of those hit.
So there's plus 4 total for rage. And my last
Give me 1
healing
second.
thing.
That 23, he's actually going to cast a shield.
Okay.
So he will block the first damage. He will take the second one for the 11. Are you raging?
Yes, I am now.
Okay, so that's 13 points of damage. All right. The third slice unfortunately misses.
No, that's I'm using my last charge. to
Oh, the
get some
necrotic.
more
I
health.
see.
I'm
I see.
necrotic.
So that's
yes,
11 more
please.
damage.
Alright, I had to use my bonus action to rage. Goldbrand doing his thing.
With that, as we come to the end of your turn, Amergo will use his bonus action. Excuse me, his legendary action. I think he's going to punch you a couple more times, Goldbrand. Oh, that's pretty shitty. A 16, that doesn't hit you, does it?
Does not.
Okay, his 20 does, however. I do need you to take halved 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he lays into you with another punch. With that, we come to Vikura. And Bane snaps out of her belligerent bullshit. Very pissed off.
For my... This is so hard. Damn, so many spell slots. I think for my action, I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Oh, okay. To make some duplicate.
Yep.
A bunch of other Z's pop up. V's pop up. In fact, one of them looks like Z, just for shits and... Oh! Is it 4?
It's 4 total. So 3 duplicates plus me. So it's 4.
You watch as 3 different variations of V appear. One of them looks like Z. One of them is a water ganassi. One of them is an air ganassi. This is just flavor, of course. They all still look like V to where they're distracted, but that seems like a fun way to do that. All right, fantastic. Bonus action?
Bonus action, I'm going to launch a moat at Amerigo.
Get him. Downhill. 21 does hit an Amerigo. He's already used his reaction to shield, so go ahead. Oh no, my pen broke.
Here we go.
21 points of radiant damage to the Horned Dwarf. Fantastic. As you go to end your turn, Bane's going to use her legendary action to make 2 swings at you. That's a 23 and a 28. I need you to take a fuck ton of damage. Let me double check the amount on this. 48 points of slashing damage as she lays into you with these 2 strikes. Are you still up?
I am still up.
That's good news.
Thanks for the heals.
Yeah. As we end this round, we're going to go ahead and take our break. So we'll see you guys back in about 5 to 10.
Heard.
Oh. Unless you have something else.
I have to roll con to maintain that globe, so we can do that now if you want, or not. It's up to you.
Oh, yes. Roll 2 con saves. You have to beat a 12 on each one of them. Good. Yeah. Okay. All right. With that, we're set. You boys take a break, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Okie doke.
Right, my dudes. I think we're still waiting on Pandora and Arcanox. We'll give them another couple minutes because Pandora will be starting us off at the top of the round. But we've got some fun stuff to get to before that.
TPK.
I don't like the way you said that. I'm just going to say
We
it
got-
out loud.
Good.
I don't know how we get out of this, guys.
I'm going to pee my pants, and then I'm going to cast the teleportation circle. In a minute,
I guess
we're
we'll
gonna
die.
die.
Remember how I already, legit died?
Guess we'll do that.
Which time?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God. Fucking Davos. Got all the fucking balls and all the armor in the fucking world, but them barred hit points ain't helping him out.
I was gonna say, what good is a 23 AC?
Against an ancient dragon, oh yeah. We have, is Pandora semi-local? Is she got her ears on, or is she, okay, gotcha.
For the
With
party,
that-
The dude could roll the
He's
net
just
one
getting
and
some
still
water.
hit.
With that, you handsome sons of bitches, as we round to the top of the round, Donovan once again cries out the next line of the new prophecy. To succumb to the stone, doomed not to perish. And as his veins begin to glow the same red as the stone, you watch as the Nightstone actually seems to almost liquefy, turning into like a plasma-like semi-solid state. This deep crimson energy, not even a stone anymore. And Arcanox, you seeing this, you remember that this is the prison, so to speak, of the Ruby Dragon. And what you're seeing is quite possibly the divine energy of that god that has been trapped inside the stone for centuries. With that, the dragons are continuing their battle all around you. Balapiandra, the Amethyst Dragon, actually crashes into Old Gnawbone, who has got Belgalus on his deathbed. I need, let's say, roll a d10. Oh, no, I had you do one last time. Arcanox, roll a d20 for me, my dude.
Wouldn't
Sweetly. As the ancient amethyst and the ancient green dragons collide, Balapiandra, all the stones that were planted throughout the city are rising up and just hammering into him, almost like Gatling gun fire. Just pop, 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 one right after the other, and old Gnawbone is driven off of Felgalus, who is grievously wounded, but alive. As we round to Pandora, with all this madness happening around you, what do you choose to do?
Okay, so like Azazel's like not. I don't have to shoot him. He's out.
He's down.
Should I shoot him to be sure, guys?
What a perfect song to play while you're.
I say yes, because the other two have so much health. I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, I
You
go
got
over, I
multi-attack,
pop him a
right?
good time in the head, to make sure. Because I swear to God, he's going to jump right back up. Joey didn't put an X through him. I swear to God.
I thought
Fucking
about
do it,
it,
man.
you know?
Nah, and if I pop over here and hide in this part of fruit while I pick through the fruit and eat it between shots,
That's accurate.
you know,
Stabs an apple with the arrow, fires the apple at his face so it plants in his mouth.
I've been rolling piss poor anyway, so like nothing to lose by popping him.
Well, I
Not
will
bad,
warn you,
damn.
because he's on the ground, you have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Oh shit! Maybe I should just stab him.
I will allow you. You would know that in advance, so I will allow you to rescind that shot if you would like.
Yeah.
Shoot him,
You can either roll the second part of it to see if you hit, or you could choose a new target for the 24.
Well, shit! I'm gonna have to roll again anyway, like regardless of what I do. So, yeah.
All right, no, that works. As one of your arrows pierces into Azazel, you watch as it actually gets him. He's trying to stand up, and it catches him on the collarbone, and he coughs up this black Icarus blood that steams as it hits the ground. He's not fully down, but he has 2 fails. With that, we go to Davos, who has just seen an enormous dragon burst from the man that he has slain. What do you do?
Oh shit! I forgot to stealth again, Joey.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Kitty Softpaws slinks into the shadows with the lowest roll she could possibly make.
Yeah, it's because I'm here, eating fruit. I'm not very inconspicuous.
Yeah. Wait, does your less than 10 thing pop on that?
Yeah, it should.
It's a skill check.
Yeah, it
guess
should. It's proficient. Because it's a dex. Hold on, let me see what's going on.
So that would be a 25 if I'm reading that correct?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Look at that to make sure as we round to Davos.
Yeah, when you roll an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
So you have a 25 stealth, so go ahead and mark that. Dawnbringer, what do you got, dude?
I'm going to skate back around without evoking opportunity attack from Amerigo. Get back in the globe.
You do technically have that big-ass dragon beside you. He has a range, and I don't think it's 15 feet. This is where it gets kind of tricky, because his tail has a longer range. It's got a 20-foot reach, but his claws only have a 10-foot reach. So technically you don't leave his range. Okay, no, I'll allow it.
Sweet. Love you. I will swing at Amerigo.
Get him.
Here for my first attack.
This could be a very fateful hit, by the way. 14 does not hit. Second hit.
Second attack. Yes, it's a crit.
Yes.
20. Oh, yeah, that's a 19, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, so this is just regular damage. I forget.
Well, the dice is doubled on that, so that's going to be 9, 18, plus 2. So that's 20.
So another D8.
Another
Doubling
D8
damage or doubling dice?
It doubles the dice. I've already doubled it for your main hit. So that attack did 20 damage instead of that. Yep.
Okay. And then I will bonus action defensive flourish. So I'm going to roll a D8 to see what it adds to my AC. 6 AC.
Ooh.
So now I'm at a 29 AC.
Excellent. Is that your bonus action to
And
use that dice? I forgot.
That it is.
Davos over here, 0 to hero.
Just trying not to die. I'm pretty sure the
so
dragon can still hit
do
a
pop
29.
him. You do pop him for 20 damage. Amerigo has to roll to maintain his concentration. The DC he has to roll is only a 10 because it's half of the 20. And he gets to add a decent chunk to it. So we're going to see how that turns out. He is maintaining concentration on his imp. And where is his imp, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh no!
It's on Azazel.
Azazel.
As we as we round to my mother's house for the next round of combat, the imp upon Azazel pumps a little bit more of that energy into him. He is up, but he is still grievously wounded. Azazel is going to do... going to try to do a couple of things, but y'all are making it hard on him. Dekora is a much easier target than Arcanox is, though. He's going to move into the spear, and he's going to attack... This is actually a bonus action attack. Dekora, I need you to make a con save. Yeah, con save. Oh, that's pretty good. A DC 17 is exactly what you needed. You do take 10 points of necrotic damage, but he does not get any life out of that, much to his chagrin. He still has his main action. And you know what? You know what? He's gonna pop his fireball in this fucking circle. He's
Doesn't
immune to
matter.
fire damage.
The sphere is down because I am down.
How did you go down with 10 hit points? You have...
My character sheet doesn't automatically update properly
Oh,
anymore. I had 7 left on my character sheet, but because I changed my name, it doesn't sync properly anymore for some reason.
Okay. So you do drop. So does the sphere of influence around you. As that happens, he is... I'm like 95% certain. I'm trying to decide if there's anything he can do to regain hit points in his state. But that was his only thing for hit points, so I think he's fucked. He's gonna pop a fireball. V, you're automatically gonna take 2 fails to start this off. I need everybody, because we're all within 20 feet of the point he's gonna choose, to make a dexterity saving throw for me, including Bane and Amerigo. This one's for Bane. He gets to add a +9 to this. She fails. This one's for Amerigo. He gets to add a +7, I think. He passes. Barbara, you pass and don't take any damage because of evasion. Davos, you pass and are going to take half. So, Davos, you take 14. Everyone else is going to take 28 points.
Ark has resistance to fire, doesn't he?
Oh, Ark does, thank you, yes. So you're going to take 14 as well.
Resistant.
219. Oh, I didn't hear that. And he passed, so he's only going to take half of that. As a fireball erupts across the battlefield, singeing the corpse, soon-to-be corpse, of Dekora, and blasting the rest of you with a bit of heat. We round to... Actually, at the end of his turn, Amerigo is going to take his legendary action. No! Yeah, Amerigo will. He's gonna go, he's gonna use his ring. You watch as another, ball of flame begins to form within his hand. But he does not fling this ball of flame off. It begins to grow larger and larger and larger. This is the delayed blast fireball, the one that he used to destroy the ship when y'all broke his concentration. So he is currently concentrating on that. This is his second concentration, which is... caps him out, but he does have 1 turn of that cooking. As we round
That's Azazel?
No, that is Amerigo that did that with his legendary action. Mark that.
So take him out. Got you.
If you do, it's gonna pop. So it's sort of a double-edged sword there. As we go to Bane's turn, Bane is, I think, gonna go with a swing at Goldbrand. First, she's going to use her bonus action to give herself a D10 plus 20 as she uses her second wind ability. 22 hit points. Which, to be honest, she's the one who needed it the least, but she'll take it. And she's going to use her action to make 2 swings on a gold brand. Each of these is a plus 13 to hit. I'll roll them both in chat. So that's a 20 and a 25. You're raging, though, correct?
Yeah.
You're going to take a total of 24 points of slashing damage. Are you concentrating on anything?
No,
Little Bear
I'm
Spirit, or is that already faded?
No, I'm raging. I can't concentrate on anything.
Okay, gotcha. With that, we round to Birdie Boy. And actually, as Bane ends their turn, Azazel is going to go ahead and use their legendary action, trying desperately to cling to life. But the only one he can hit with it is fucking Arcanox. Arcanox, make a con save for me.
Gladly.
Yeah, I'm about to say. He's hoping for a low roll, and he's not getting it today! Alright, so he wastes his legendary action. With that, Bergen, you see everybody's in critical condition. What's he do? Devon.
Bergen is going to use another Mass Cure Wounds. At this time at just 5th level instead of 6th level.
Okay.
To give everybody
Oh.
25. Because I don't know what else to do.
Azazel's going to try to counterspell it. You said it's a 5th level? It means he has a DC 15. He gets to add a 7 to this. He has to roll an 8 or higher. Oh my god.
I feel like you should get extra for
I
this.
really thought that would be the end right there. Like, if it stopped Bergen's heal, the next round would be nearly impossible. Holy fucking shit. Ooh, I got goosey bumps. Alright, everybody take 25 points of healing as Bergen once again sends out a course of radiant energy. He does still have a bonus action.
Okay, so here's my thought process. Just want to verbalize this to the group. I think I'm gonna throw his. He's gonna spiritual mace, the dwarf if that's possible, because if we can save Azazel for Goldbrand, if Goldbrand can hit him with, if he can kill him with his scythe, he can't get back here. He is banished forever.
He is dead forever. Yes, he can't regenerate.
At least here on Earth. So like, if we can focus the other two for a second, Goldbrand doesn't even have to move to hit him.
The scythe
like to keep
severs
killing him
their
forever, but-
life force. The scythe severs his connection to whatever realm he would regenerate in. He would regenerate in the infernal realm. If you kill him with the scythe, he does not regenerate. So he is permanently dead. He is gone.
Wouldn't regenerate at all.
Yeah.
Way to give like the best weapon to like the guy who gets the least amount of kills.
True. That's why I wanted to verbalize it now, though. So, like, this is the 4th time we've seen him, so I want to smack him real good, but I'm going to use Bergen is going to use it on Emergo. His
Okay. Roll his shooty mate.
bonus action. Shooty mace. Thank you. That's what I couldn't remember.
I would just like to asterisk, if you somehow don't kill him, he better show up in the next campaign, just as a like side mission.
The ultimate. Like, y'all fucking can't kill me, motherfucker.
I'll be real bad if I
Oh
can't.
wow, nice.
And you know what? Fuck that 3 on that crit. We're gonna double whatever the first dice was. 6, so for 12, that's 19 points of radiant damage, which is a good bit. Excellent. There goes looking pretty fucked. He's under the
Concept?
Bloody's territory. Yes, thank you for reminding me. What did I say? 19 points of damage, so he has to roll a 10 or higher. He gets to add +7. Motherfucker, I said come here. Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, he just meets. Oh, that's unfortunate. But that's okay. Oh, technically he does have to make 2 of these saves, because he's concentrating on 2 things now. And the other one passes as well. With that, as we finish with Bergen, we're going to round to Ark, but not, I think. All 3 of them have already used their legendary actions this turn. Never mind. Arcanox, go ahead, dude.
Cool. See here. See, Bergen over there attacking Emergo. So I'm gonna kind of get into the action. Get a little closer. I'm gonna start snacking on him.
If you move there, Azazel will get to make a opportunity attack. But I'll even tell you. Well, yeah. he might make an opportunity attack on you if you move.
Go for it.
Okay, he is not going to because he wants to save it for a counter spell. But go right ahead.
Alright, if that's the case, I'm hitting Amerigo.
Get him.
I'm just gonna lay into his
17, 13. The last one does hit. The other two do not.
Goody.
Roll some damage. 7 points with Douse. Bonus action.
Technically 14 points with Douse.
I was about to say crit.
Well, it wouldn't be 14. It would be technically 8 because he rolled a 1.
right.
Which is unfortunate. But you do still have a bonus action.
Bonus action, I'm gonna hit him again, because fuck this guy.
Get him. Hit him with Dredge. 24.
24.
You know what? He's actually going to use a shield. Uses his reaction for the round. Because he did take the 14, he does have to pass 2 DC 10 con saves. He has to roll over a 2 each time. Okay, so both of his spells are still up. With that, we round to Amerigo, who is feeling it. You watch as one of the rings lights up. As he casts a Mass Cure Wounds on he and his allies. I'm going to check how much healing this gives. Because it's not a special Bergen one. Yeah, right. 3d8 plus his spellcasting modifier. So he gets to add a 7 to this. 20 points to him and the other 2 generals of hell. As we round to Gully Boy.
Well, y'all know what Goldbrand gonna try and do. The scythe has a 10-foot range, so he's just gonna stand where he's standing and swing. His first swing is Azazel.
Slash over Yukura. 20. Oh, hang on 1 second. He hasn't used his reaction. He's gonna parry that first strike. The 15 does not hit.
Well, that was the damage. I'm sorry. He's gonna parry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Does that
he
raise
will
his
parry.
AC?
Yes, it raises his AC by 3. His natural AC is 18, so this puts him at 21.
Does that mean I can wheel?
Yeah, I would allow that as a reaction for fucking sure. You just have to... Well, technically, even if you get a 1, it hits because it meets. So mark it off and go ahead. We'll do that. And it does extra. Fuck yeah. So 15
well, no,
points.
That was the roll. 17 points. Because of rage.
Thank you.
And then the next one.
Are you okay? Oh boy. And this is why you pop that necrotic charge on the first hit.
I'm out of those.
Oh, are you? Do you have inspiration or anything like that?
No. I don't even think I could have reckless because it's my second attack.
You can't reckless on your second attack? I think you can declare it at any point, can't you? Just 1 attack per turn?
On the first melee attack of your turn.
I see. Okay. In that case, Amerigo's hanging on. Very.
I guess the only last thing I can do is throw a javelin at him because that shouldn't have dropped yet.
Okay,
It's a disadvantage because I'm right there. Oh no, I'm not right there.
No, yeah, you have better range between you. That do hit. Roll high.
Fucking stupid javelin of all the fucking things.
Devin, I will be generous and say that you shot the javelin first.
I see.
Goldbrand pulls back from his wrist, pulling this bolt of starlight, slings it into Azazel, knocks off the other wing, Arcanox having cut the other one off earlier. And as Azazel falls to the ground and begins to pull himself up, Goldbrand with the scythe cleanly cleaves through him, actually goes from shoulder to hip, and just severs his entire torso in 2. And as Azazel begins to crackle and burn into this fiery ash, the scythe just soaks it in. My dude, I need you to roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
I need you to roll 18d4.
18. So here's 5. Here's 10. Here's 4. Oh, here's 4 more.
27. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's 19, that's 34, that's 47. You regain 47 hit points as Azazel
Jeez.
is finally slain for good, and you have a course of his energy surging through your veins. Good sir, with that, that's your action, bonus action, and movement. We go to Vikora, who's just been picked up. You're still on your ass. And you're in the center of the action right here. You're kind of feeling a little fucky.
I hate to say this, but I think we
Fireball.
forgot. No, no, not that. I think we forgot that I had mirror images up the last time I got attacked, and so I was
Oh.
supposed to roll to
Yeah.
try and deflect those. The problem is so many things have happened since then. I don't know how to fix it.
Do you know which one hit you?
I don't remember. I think it was Azazel that hit me to take me down.
Because he did his necrotic thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Roll the d4 to see if it hits you or one of the others. If so, I'll tell you how many hit points you get back.
I have to roll a d20, and if it's 6 or higher, I change the target's attack for the first one. That's a 20.
So it changes the attack. Yeah.
Yeah, so it changes the attack and destroys one of my mirror images.
Okay, so you only have 2 of those now, and add 10 hit points to you, because that's
And-
you passed your save, so that's what you would have taken from him.
The other problem with that is that technically
You
that
wouldn't have
took down
fallen.
my moats and my globe. So I'll let you
So
decide
he-
what you want to do with that.
So we'll roll your concentration check now for the globe. Roll a d10. Or should be roll a d20, roll above a 10. Or no, excuse me, this is a constitution saving throw.
Yeah. And that's what I just rolled right there.
I'm not seeing it on my... Oh, I'm not scrolled all the way down, I'm sorry. 19 does pass, fantastic. With that, your globe is still up. We won't retcon anything that's happened so far because that gets a little fucky. But your moats are still up because you never went down. Your globe of invulnerability is still up, so you're all good.
Okay.
What do you do in this moment?
And sorry, I did not think of that in the moment, and I was like, oh god, I really messed up.
No, I get you. It's a lot to keep up with. Trust me, I understand.
God, what do I do in this moment? I think I'm gonna launch a moat at Amerigo because he's looking like somebody I just am sick of seeing around.
Somebody that you used to know? Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Blast him. 28 does hit. Excellent. A solid pop of radiant damage. He has to make 2 con saves. He has to roll above a 2 on both of these. By the way, for the purposes of this, the first save is always going to be the fireball. The second save will be his healing spirit. Both of them pass. With that, you do have your action.
Action, I'm going to cast a... Let's see my spells. Almost out of spells. I'm gonna cast a... I'm actually gonna do the Ream's Binding Ice now. I'm gonna cast it
Okay.
up towards Bane.
Okay. What save is that? Con?
It is No, it's Con. Yeah, you're right.
In teleconstitution. Bane does not get to add... Oh no, she is proficient with con saves. I take that back. She does fail though. As she takes the 11 points of damage, drop that spell into chat to give us a refresher on what it do.
Yes, sir. So she can't actually break herself out of this. Essentially, she cannot move until somebody else takes an action to break her out of the ice.
Beautiful.
She's hit by the ice with its speed reduced to 0. So she can still take actions and stuff, she just can't free herself.
Right, exactly. She can cast spells. She could technically attack if somebody's within range. She just can't free herself from the ice structures. Somebody else has to
I
do
see.
it.
Interesting. Okay.
And then because I have movement and I hate you, Amerigo, I'm gonna move down here where he's outside of my globe. Suck a wiener.
Suckle wiener indeed. Okay. With that, we round to the top of initiative. A couple of things happen. Donovan says the next line of the ritual. Scribe
Yeah.
secrets.
Wait a
The
second.
swore. Oh yeah.
It's a 30-foot cone that spell is. Does he get the algae dicks?
Yeah, Yeah, I would say he would.
I mean, I know
Thank
he's
you.
not gonna be frozen solid, but a little bit more
Destroys the dragon. Let me go to the right stat block here.
11 points of damage came in clutch.
That was con save.
Yep. Ooh, he met.
18,
Just
so
meets.
he meets. He will take half of that damage. Yeah. So
Yes,
instead of
yeah.
11, he's gonna take. His hit bar just pink. All right. As we round to the top of the round.
437.
Yeah, it's almost there. Scribe's secrets thus swore to wither and make anew, and his form, the stone is now like it's pulsating, almost like you would imagine water in a truly weightless environment would, not solid and surging, and it seems to be almost boiling, roiling with this intense heat. With that, the dragons are still clashing all around. This one is going to be Zafuhiri versus Imarith. As they come back into view, Imarith, again, blasting off bursts of lightning, Zafuhiri in hot pursuit. Let's say, Barbara, roll a d20 for me.
Got you.
Roll above a 10.
I will.
Woo! Y'all have rolled very well on all of those. I love it. Zafuhiri clutches Imarith by the neck and tears into her throat and rips her head from her shoulders, sending the ancient blue dragon tumbling down toward the earth. Zafuhiri has emerged from that combat victorious because she's won both of her checks. With that, we go to Pandora. You see Bane and Emergo sort of standing their ground before the stone with Al Glodix in the background. What do you do?
Well, I'm kind of mad at Amerigo because he's been doing a whole lot of stupid shit.
He's a dick.
Like, yeah, he's kind of a dick. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and shoot him and pop a charge on impact.
Get him. Bug him up.
Oh!
30 definitely hits. What was your last stealth score? 25?
Yeah.
I will give him a chance to peek. I really don't think he'll get it. Oh, okay. He has to roll. He has to roll a 17 or higher. You do not.
I hit him with
and-
an arrow that has an apple on it and everything.
You stab the arrow into the apple, pull it back, and when you send it forward, it's funny because the apple gains some of that magical propulsion, and so you watch as the apple actually explodes, and the seeds themselves turn into like almost like a scatter shot, and just pepper into him. And as it does, you watch as he actually goes down. The arrow catches him in one of his glowing yellow eyes. The apple's sauced all across him, and he slumps down, seemingly defeated.
Hell
With
yeah.
that, make your stealth check as we round to Davos.
What do you mean seemingly defeated?
That means I gotta
There's technically a
shoot him with another
chance he
apple.
could be back up, but you know.
Yeah, that's ambiguous. I don't like that.
Grab him again.
Does-
Step on him. Somebody step on him.
Does his fire?
His bomb does go off. I was looking at his. He's concentrating on two things: his spirit, which would have been on him, but would not have been enough to counteract that. But the delayed blast fireball has had two turns. Oh no, only one
He's
full additional turn.
outside of the globe of.
I just- yeah.
Blah blah blah.
He is debatable if you are as well there, Davos. No, yeah, I'll allow it. I think this is gonna pop him and Bane, and I think that might be it. Well,
I'm
technically,
moving.
it would pop Alglotics too.
I was
You know
so
what?
strategic with
I'll
that.
allow it. I'll
I was
take
like, I want you and Bane out of the globe. I want this thing to blow up next round, and then we're just gonna all survive. Good luck.
it. As Bane is blasted. Oh, she does get to make a dex save,
Some big avatar
And-
energy.
right? Though.
So, Marigo takes two
Hey, yip.
two death fails.
Technically, yes. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for Bane's. Okay. She fails that check. She's going to use her second bit of Indomitable to re-roll it. That's much better. Yeah, she passes that, so she's only going to take 15 for herself. Alglodix.
What happened to the Ring of
Also
Winter?
failed. It's on Azazel's corpse right now. Or, well, I guess his corpse is sort of incinerated. It's laying within the act, though. He was.
Right on
Uh,
top of Bergen's shield.
And tell him to go pick it up.
Basically,
Both.
yeah. Both of them, yeah. Yeah, that's 2 fails for your boy Amerigo. He is almost completely gone. With that, Davos, have you moved yet? I don't think you have.
No.
Go ahead, my dude. What you got?
If I move, Black Dragon hits me. Or opportunity attack, I should say.
It technically has a 20-foot range, so if you move more than 1 square away from it.
So if I go right here by the Nightstone, I'm good.
Yeah, there's technically a hole under that square. It's also a little fucky because you, Ark, and Goldbrand are kind of all in the same space. Ark, we could say, is flying to where it doesn't directly hinder, but it is a little crowded in that spot.
How many attacks does Davos have? He can do like 2 or 3, right?
He can do
2.
3 if he does both. Well, you have your bonus action rapier as well.
I look at
Oh, yeah,
Davos
that's right.
and I want to say, finish the imitator. And I want to point to
The imitator.
the little dwarfy boy down here.
Who?
Amerigo. I don't know what the imitator is.
I was
though.
just thinking I would
He
have
uses
to waste
rings.
an
I want to say
attack.
fake magic. I don't know.
I gotcha.
And he's about to roll. But Bane's turn is next. He could heal. Alright, yeah. Probably should. Just to be safe. Bonus action. Rapier. On Amerigo. Does a 29 hit?
It does, and the damage is inconsequential. As Amerigo, you see him raising his hand. That same ring he's used to cast Healing Spirit and Cure Wounds. He tries to snap that hand, but as he does, your rapier pierces through his palm and pins it to the ground as Amerigo's life fades away from him. Fully dead.
That
You.
was good.
2 more hits, my dude.
You
Or an
said
action.
I
if you
can
wanted.
go through?
Yeah.
Be next
You
to
won't,
Ark or no?
You can be under me.
Well, phrasing. We'll move you over here for that. And I think you're still within the 4 squares, so you're good.
Alright. First attack on Bane. Oh, just missed. The crit.
29? Oh, I
Just
see.
missed.
I'm gonna be like, no, that's not it. Yeah, roll damage. That's 12 points damage.
And I will do a first level Divine Smite, which is
Getting down to them
3d8.
low spell slots, aren't we?
Is Bane undead or a fiend?
They are not. But good looking
Alright.
out.
3d8 total radiant damage.
Excellent.
And then for my second attack, or second swing. Oh yeah, crit.
Ooh. Roll some damage. Oh god, I got spicy armpits.
That is disgusting. You got the crit. And you know what? I'm gonna do it again. I'll do another first. What is it? Divine Smite. Another 3d8, but crit. Whatever that means. Double. 26.
9. Give me 1 second. 8 plus 9 is 17. Plus 26. 43 points of damage.
Damn.
As,
On that
as
last
Davos,
hit.
as Davos lays into Bane, Bane's like, "You failed me in the last fight, just as I failed you. Let's see who has the constitution to stick around. At the end of your turn, I need you to make a con save. And she's going to try to impose vulnerability on you. You got to beat a 17.
Oh wow.
Love the way that it hurts.
I'm afraid
God,
all
this
my
is-
good rolls for all my damn hits.
My suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me. And probably one of the most clutch rolls of the fight. Davos just barely passes through that. That's not going to stop her, though. She's actually going to do... She's only got 2 maneuver points left. I think she's going to use both of them. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to use both of these to do precision hits. So she gets to add an additional plus 10 to try to hit you. Or wait, or she could do a... She's going to do a brutal strike. So she's going to add 5 extra to the damage for a total of 10 extra on her hit. So, she gets to roll 2d20. She adds 13 to each of these. Oh! So that's a 16 and a 17. Oh my god. Remarkable. Bane goes in and swings with the first sword, and Davos blocks it with the shield. She goes in with the second one. He can't quite get his sword up in time, but the rapier flies in front of her blade and blocks it. And Bane, very frustrated, sees Amer down, sees Azazel down, and grits herself as she knows probably going to be her last moments on this realm. Bergen, Stonespire, what's he got?
I just want to note for Bergen that she can't move because she's still in that binding ice, and she can't break herself free. Only somebody else can do that, and buddy around. So feel free to move out the cabin.
Because he can shoot him, Mace.
If he wants to put on his ring, or put the shield.
After he hit her. Is it an action to put like
bonus action to put either of those items on?
Ark's standing right there. Bergen will go and pick up the ring and try to put it on. If it doesn't, unless it starts like.
As he pulls it from the ash, still blisteringly cold. This does propose a unique conundrum. Because Azazel was able to attune to it because it is an item that was forged for his bloodline. It is a token that he was set to inherit. So he didn't attune to it in the traditional sense. And in that regard, I'm going to say that Bergen's attunement was not broken. And therefore, Bergen is okay to reattune to it automatically. As he puts it on his hand, he feels this rush of cold energy course through him. And what does he do from that point?
I feel like the most Bergen thing to do would be to cast Wall of Ice in front of the dragon. But I don't really know how.
Yes!
He certainly could. The dragon's pretty big, though.
Yeah.
And has...
That's what I was thinking. I'm sure. He can't... That was bonus action. He used his action to smack Bane, because I'm not really sure.
Yeah, might I suggest he uses his Wall of Ice on Bane? Do the damage.
That's a big spell to do to... Just to her.
That's true.
Like he...
You get to pick multiple squares with it. I think it's 10... Wait, his version of the spell is 10 10-foot cubes? Or is it 10 5-foot cubes?
I do have Wall of Thorns that says 20-foot high, 20-foot diameter.
I think it's similar to Wall of Fire, right?
It's pretty close to both of those, I think, but I'm going to pull it up to be safe.
10 foot, yeah.
10 10-foot squares.
What is this 10d6? When it appears. They don't have to be connected. Can he do like one under Bane and the rest under the dragon? Algetics?
They must be contiguous, so they actually have to be connected. You could do a line from Bane across to the dragon.
1, 2, 3. He gets 10 of these?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so one under Bane.
I think we did change his to where it was just 5-foot squares instead of the 10-foot squares. I remember that with our fight with Count Thulin.
It was 5-foot squares. You're right.
I'm trying to do what you're marking here, but it doesn't linger, so I can't really be sure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 3 more.
If you want to delete that, I can draw it.
Okay, put it on extra large, so it's a little broader than the normal.
Heard.
Boom, boom,
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
You didn't do blue, you
5.
bastard.
Yeah, sorry. I can't see what's underneath her. Oh, but contiguous could mean 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I was gonna say you could do a Y.
as a 10-foot wall appears before this 40-foot dragon. Each of them are going to have to make a con save. Is that right? Dexterity save. Bane used her last Indomitable in the last bit, but she's going to make this a dexterity save. She gets to add a +8.
So she can't move. Does that mean disadvantage?
Or she fails.
Restrained gives you disadvantage on... Restrained gives you disadvantage.
Yeah, buddy.
So I will allow the disadvantage. And that do it. Roll 10d6 for me, Devin, and I'll roll for Alglotix. Who is not proficient in dexterity saving throws. It also failed. So that's 34 points of damage. Do you want to wager a stab at how many hit points Bane has?
Ooh.
35.
Better be 33.
34. Exactly 34 hit points.
What?
As Bane is... the ice at her legs, actually, begins to climb and rise and actually force its way through her in these spires of ice that rush up to Alglotix and split as it's trying to form this wall before it. Bane is down, and with no ally to help her, essentially gone. Alglotix does take that 34 points of damage as we round to Arcanox.
I want to do a secret handshake with Bergen when that happens, and I'm like, Ice Boys for life.
Ice Boys. Why does that seem like a fucking Bad Boys spinoff?
Oh, it is, for sure.
Naughty and Ice. Oh, I love it. Arcanox. My dude, you watch as Bane, the last demon lord, goes down, and the only target remaining is the enormous black dragon towering before you. What do you do?
Well, I do not like that.
No, nobody likes that.
You said the Nightstone is no longer solid, right?
Yeah, it's sort of like a plasma state, like coursing it in energy.
Like what kind of energy? Like what's it kind of doing?
It's difficult to make an Arcana check. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I could rule this as. Arcana, or we'll say investigation.
Yeah,
me out.
Whatever.
Yeah. You're not really sure. It's putting off some heat. You're not sure if it's. You can't really put an exact pin on what it is.
Pop your invulnerability to jump in.
Actually, I was thinking about that. Arcanox is just going to go by gut because he does not like to overthink things. So I'm going to use my chromatic warding to make myself immune to fire. And I am going to fly into the plasma just to see if I can disrupt some shit.
As Arcanox, he actually takes a deep breath, and as he exhales, 2 plumes of flame come out of his nostrils and sort of breathe around him. He rises up on his wings and plunges himself into this semi-solid state. I need you to make a Constitution save for me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
As Devin grimaces.
I love making Constitution saves.
I know you do.
25.
Very good. So I'm gonna be honest. You're still gonna take a bit of damage, but you pass the save.
I'm almost full, so.
You take 21 points of damage, and you feel this incredible crushing weight as the energy all about you is convulsing and converging. And you feel a bit of that spark from within you, that bit of multicolored flame that you've utilized once now. And you feel a connection to this plasma-like electric energy around you.
I was gonna say Arcanox, for like, it made him think of that time he like sprung out from being unconscious by that same kind of energy kind of thing.
As you're in this space, it's incredibly intense. You can't quite think straight. Your body is being incredibly thrust under pressure, and as the stone continues or as the liquefied stone continues to compact and crush, you almost feel like you're going to be destroyed, be broken down entirely. Your body is forcefully ejected from the matter, and you crash into the ground. But as you rise up, Arcanox is no longer a red-scaled dragonborn. His scales have been replaced with rubies. He is gleaming in this light that is radiating off the stone, and seems more or less to have undergone a transformation not all too unlike Vikura's.
Do some
You
shit like that.
You technically still have a bonus action.
Hmm. Well, I can really just attack the dragon, man. I don't know how I'm really gonna do anything against him. I'll leave it up.
Okay. With that, we go to Goldbrand. Good sir, what do you do?
Oh boys. I can't really fly. I'm a little scared to leave this here kajigger. This here bubble. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, Goldbrand, Mama didn't raise no bitch. Oh, I didn't mean to drive.
Only when it comes to leaving your house.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Got him.
35. Why would I ever want to leave my house?
That's where all my stuff is, man.
Oh. I just noticed a fuck ton of messages, Josh. I'm sorry.
Those are for after session. Don't worry.
Okay.
Goldbrand, since he can reach the dragon, he's gonna ride over the dragon. He's gonna start chopping. He's gonna use his axe because he wants to die with his axe in his hand.
Good man. And you're swinging at
The
the
dragon.
big boy? Oh yeah. Okay. Where are you? I lost you.
I moved to here because I ran around the wall.
Oh, right next to your wife. How fitting. You're 24 and 21. 24 hits.
Okay.
21 does not.
So it's +2 rage for rage damage.
15 points of damage. Bonus action.
I guess the disadvantage majigger. 19's not gonna hit. Sad face.
Will not. Okay. Unfortunately, no. As we round to Vikura, Josh, you get the sense that this, your studying of the Nightstone, you get the sense that this is coming to a head. Something big is going to happen very soon, and you're not sure what to do to stop it. What do you do?
I kind of want to do a check on it too, but I don't want that to be my action. But like, I want to try to figure out if there's something I can know, like magically, to be like, go away.
Magic's incredibly complex. It's not. You would gather it wouldn't. There's not going to be a certain thing that'll deactivate it. You could stop him from continuing the ritual through whatever means you choose to do so.
I kind of want to try, and part of me's also been like, what happens if I just speak one of the lines from the Nightstone before he does? Like, what does that do?
I thought about that too.
So right now he's gone through all of the traditional lines of the stone. What he and the other two voices are now reciting is the runes in a different order, a seventh line of dialogue, if you will. So you're not really sure what comes next in this particular sequence, unfortunately.
Do we know where the key is? Like the key that we had before, has that already been used on them?
Yeah, so it, almost like magnetism, locked into the stone to where it is a part of the flat base on it. You could try to make a check to identify it. Well, in this plasma-like state, it's going to be especially difficult to do that.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if it's there, I want to remove it. If it's not there, but if it's in a plasma-like state, that's gonna be hard to do. God, I don't know what to do to stop him. I think I'm just gonna have to try to smack him with something because I don't know what to do with a Nightstone at this point. I almost want to ask, can I call out to the Amethyst Dragon and ask her if she knows anything about this and how to stop it?
She is currently entangled with Old Gnawbone. Going to be kind of difficult to get her attention and analysis on this.
God, it's so hard. Okay. I mean, in that case, I think I'm just gonna have to try to smack him with some spells and see if I can't slow him down a little bit and do some damage.
You do have something in your arsenal that might be more effective in this particular situation.
That's true. Hang on, let me look at my stuff, because I know I have something on me. I have the the Claw of the Worm rune, right?
Oh, I forgot you had that. I mean, yeah, you could try to use that in this moment if you would. It would give it vulnerability if it failed its check.
Oh, yeah.
But it is, it was steep odds against Imarith. You're not sure exactly how it'll line up against this guy.
What the hell else do I have?
You've got to stop him from continuing to speak the ritual.
I just don't have anything that stops people from talking.
Shut him up.
I don't know of.
You don't have a silence?
No, I don't have any kind of command spell or anything like that.
You've used it in this combat. If that helps at all.
Instead of Bergen Grovel, we can Bergen
No, okay.
Silence.
The problem is I'm almost out of. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. And I don't think it's actually gonna help a ton. I'm almost out of spell slots. I'm gonna use a bonus action just to spend 4 spell slots to get a 4th level spell back, and then I'm gonna cast Psychic Lance.
Psychic Lance is what I was thinking of. So you're doing this 4 sorcery points convert. Okay, I gotcha.
Yep, to get the 4th level spot back, and then I'm gonna cast the Psychic Lance. See if I can shut him up.
That's DC 18.
And
That's
what
a
I
pretty
am
good-
gonna, I don't want to spend it on this. Okay, we already rolled.
He only had a +3 to that. I thought for sure he was going to fail that.
What I was gonna say, and I'm sorry, I was trying to get it in there, is that I have 3 sorcery points left, which is exactly enough to use my meta magic of a heightened spell to try and give him disadvantage. So up to you if you want to honor it or not.
I'll allow it. You know what? Sure. Disadvantage. That's going to be a huge huge boon in this moment. As he fails his save, he is stunned for the next turn.
Good.
I'm out of sorcery points, gang. I'm no longer useful to you. Good luck.
All right, that does. What's the damage on that? 15. That does delay things. As we go to the top of the round, he is unable to continue the ritual for this particular round. With that, we're gonna round to Pandora.
I think if he raises his hands like he's a wrestler and he's like, "Destroy him, boys."
Lay into him.
All right, so I have an observation.
Oh, hang on. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
I am so sorry.
Wow, Joey.
Ancient black dragons have legendary resistances, and he would use it to pop in this moment.
Piss.
I apologize, because you did do all the work, but ancient creatures are incredibly difficult to kill. And with that, before we get to Pandora's turn,
Piss.
as Donovan cries out, and the 2 voices join him, "Your blood, the spell's price, of a vessel nightmarish." And you guys watch as the stone, again in this plasma-like state, actually plunges itself through his chest. And at first his eyes widen in shock, and you gather he's confused. This is not what he expected to happen. But the stone begins to course its way through his body. Rubies begin to erupt alongside of him. The incredible heat that you've been sensing. His skin goes from this black scales to this obsidian-like glass. As Alglodix completes the ritual and the transformation, as his form is swelling even larger than it was, the 3 gemstone dragons around you break away from their fights, eyes wide with terror. Safine, Zafuhiri, comes forward and goes, "We're too late. As soon as he finishes the transformation, he's going to be beyond anything that we can deal with. And more likely than not, he's going to take us out of the equation. We've got to pass on what we can to you." Each of the gemstone dragons begin to have this sort of glow in front of them. The emerald dragon sends out this pulse of green light. Each of you regains 50 hit points. Go ahead and put that on your character sheet. Devin, I'll do Bergen for you real quick.
Wow, when I'm over half anyway.
Hey,
Thanks for
hit points are
nothing.
hit points. Take it for what it's worth.
Is it 50 or 40?
50. 50. As the amethyst dragon similarly sends out this pulse of pink energy, You may all restore 3 charges of any weapon or ability. 3 total, any weapon or ability. If you want to regain sorcery points, if you want to do weapon charges, if you want to do channel divinities, anything like that, you're welcome to.
Does that include spell slots?
It does not include spell slot.
I have full breath weapon now.
In that case,
I was gonna say I got
see.
my luck back.
For Bergen Devon, I think we're gonna do his channel divinities. How do you feel about that?
I think that's probably pretty good. He's only got 2 of them, so he gets one more thing.
Okay. Do you have anything in mind for that third thing you want?
Use of shield, maybe.
Would
Okay.
I be able to
Like
get
one of his
all
free uses
15
of
hit
shield?
points of lay on hands? For 1 charge, I
That's
guess.
a little trickier. I would say you could get 10 points with 1 charge.
Alright. Thank you.
And as Zapuhiri also sends forward this blue, dancing static almost, and it leaps from each of you like a chain lightning. Goldbrand, you regain 7 spell slots. All our other spellcasters, you guys regain 13 spell slots. Now that's 13 to use as you see fit. So if you do a 7 and a 6, that's 13. If you do, 2 5s and a 3, that's up to you. However you want to do it. The Gemstone Dragons are trying to send in the last bit of energy that they can as Alglotix's form. If my fucking thing would stop being dumb. There we go. As Alglotix's form continues to swell, and he emerges as this immense obsidian ruby dragon. Absolutely colossal. Larger than any ancient dragon you've seen. The power of a god encased within this. And you watch as he laughs this deep, bassy laugh, and everything starts to blur. Your vision begins to fade. It looks like the space around you, the buildings, seem to almost stretch out and break into these fine, thin strands as reality itself is shifted by this divine creature entering the existence. And as the world is remade in his image, you guys are forced through. This is an actual creature ability called Genesis, where he creates a demi-plane and can choose to take creatures with him. He brings all 6 of you within this realm of fire, obsidian glass, magma, and intense searing heat. We are going to call it a night here, and next week we will pick up with the final leg of your journey. With that, my dudes, thank you so much for joining us for tonight. I hope that each of you has a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed session. And is it Friday yet? Is it Saturday yet? Is it time for D&D yet?
Please play tomorrow. Let's do it.
Yeah.